Welcome to this exclusive production of Concho Sports Network.
Field for homecoming 2025. Your Wall Hawks facing off against the Sweetwater Mustangs tonight. I'm Russ Howard, joined by Jake Ward. Jake, welcome back. It's been 4 weeks.
I know, it feels so long since we've been here, and it's been so long since we've been here in Hawk Stadium, too.
Indeed. The Hawks coming off a three-game road trip on a 4-game winning streak. And we just want to real quick let you know this is the Zentex Remodeling Group pregame show. Remodel your bathroom in as little as 1 day with Zentex Remodeling Group. Visit them at zentex.com. So, Jake, let's talk a little bit about the visiting Sweetwater Mustangs. What do you expect to see tonight out of them?
Well, you know, coming in, they've got themselves a 1-3 record, but it seems pretty deceiving. You know, they've had their scores certainly show a 1-3, but they've got some talent on that side of the field to where they could have very easily been, you know, had a much better record. But they've lots of some really good teams, and looking forward to something to, you know, give a little challenge tonight.
Right. And, you know, you always want to, I guess it maybe provides a little bit of additional motivation if you're the visitors coming into somebody's homecoming.
Oh, yes, and that's always one of those that kind of take it personal a little bit whenever somebody makes you their homecoming. Yeah. You want to prove something and show.
Yeah, are they scheduling me because we're a pushover? Why are they scheduling me for homecoming? So,
right.
Yeah, the Mustangs, they come in 1-3 on the season, but as you mentioned, a deceptive 1-3 because they got some good skill players out there.
Right. Yeah, and one of their main guys, you know, their quarterback, I think you mentioned it earlier, we were talking about it.
Yep.
Their quarterback, Ortiz, number 7 there, has been starting since he was a freshman. I think you said even Coach Slaughter on y'all's on the
Coach
show.
Yeah.
There we go. He has mentioned that he was been starting since he was a freshman, and one of his favorite targets, number 11. Excuse me.
Yeah. We're trying
Darwin Bluford.
Yeah.
Bluford.
Yep.
You know, is got some speed, and they like to. You'll see him a couple times tonight. Probably they'll just let him run down the sideline and throw him deep.
Out of the 4 passing touchdowns that the Mustangs have, he's caught 3 of them, averaging 12 yards a catch. So yeah, he's carrying the ball also as well on the ground. You got to watch out for Nick Avila, excuse me. 70 carries, 347 yards, averaging 5 yards a carry and 3 touchdowns.
Right, absolutely. And then the backup they have with that, you've got number 34 there, Elijah Iriate, who's you know, he doesn't have as much obviously. He's got 158, but he's got some good size and runs hard too. And you know, one of the things you'll see out of this offense tonight is kind of, you know, similar. You know, they'll spread it out, done a lot of RPOs. Zones, power runs, just like I said, throw the ball deep, a lot of screens they've shown. So
and you mentioned as well, catching the ball, the Bluefords.
Yes,
Seriously, the 2 leading receivers, both Bluefords on this team. So expect to see a show out of them. And one thing I want to mention before we get too far into this Zentex pregame show, if you notice, and you haven't seen them yet because obviously the sun's still up, but when that sun goes down, wait till you see the new lights just installed on that 3-game road trip. They came in here to Wall Hawk Stadium, installed some brand new LED lights at the whole flashing light show on scores. I'm kind of excited to see it. Coach Holscher sent me a video this couple weeks ago of them installing it and then of them actually in action. They're actually pretty cool looking, so I'm looking forward to that. So.
Oh yeah, it kind of catches you off guard when you go into a stadium and that happens the first time.
Yeah.
So, I believe they had that in Brownwood, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, they did. And they obviously a couple years ago they put it in over at San Angelo Central Stadium as well. But with that being said, let's talk a little bit of Wall Hawk football for just a moment. They come in here 4-0. They have pretty much dominated, with a quarter-and-a-half exception against Jim Ned. They have pretty much dominated every single team.
Oh, gosh, yes. It's almost something like out of a video game here. You look at the point spread. They're averaging 40 points a game and only giving up 7. So when you score about 5-6 times a game and only give up 1 score a game, then you're going to have a lot of success.
that is definitely a formula for success. Scoring 40, giving up 7 on average.
When you talk about defensively, I mean, yes, absolutely. In the preseason show, Coach Slaughter want to talk about causing turnovers and all that. Though it hasn't been as much as maybe they would have liked, they're still +6 in the turnovers compared to they're doing a great job taking care of the ball offensively, and they're still getting turnovers. As far as interceptions and some fumbles and those kind of things.
You mentioned the pregame, the preseason special we had. Coach Slaughter said that this year he thought the offense was going to have to carry the first part of the season while the defense gelled. I think we can pretty much put that formula to rest because this defense has, for the most part, been dominant this year.
Absolutely. And then you take it, like you said, Jim Nett, holding Jim Nett to a goose egg. That was a top 10 team in Division I.
Right. Well, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. You're watching the Zentex Remodeling Group pregame show.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
In Texas.
And welcome back to the Zentex Remodeling Group pregame show. Remodeling your bathroom in as little as 1 day with Zentex Remodeling Group. Visit them at zentex.com. So let's continue on with our pregame show for just a moment. We talked a little bit about what to expect from Sweetwater. What do you expect from Wall tonight, Jake?
Well, to keep doing what they've been doing, and I keep going back to the preseason, show we did and talk about plans and what, they were trying to accomplish. And it seems like every week they've been able to come out and do exactly what they've been wanting to do. And gosh, by the second half, we're able to rotate guys in. And so, seeing a lot of this, another new challenger 1 week at a time, like you keep talking about, hopefully come out and just execute and stay with it and just next series, next play, and just keep going and keep after it.
Yeah. Wall, just while we're talking, Wall is now ranked #2 in the state. But of course, this early in the season, you can take rankings and pretty much throw them out the window until you hit, the last couple of weeks. And even then, really, it matters. District play is what matters, not so much what you're ranked.
Right. Yeah, and it's always and regions are so different too. It's hard to tell. For me personally, I kind of, Gunners ranked #3. They were at the state championship. I'd rather them be ranked a little bit higher, so that way we come up and
gives you a little
Wall
motivation.
Come into motivation to come up and take it from them. They don't want to.
Exactly. No, I'm with you. We talked about some individuals on the Mustang side of the ball. Let's talk a little bit about, as you can see there, Wall has, I believe, they're going to receive. I believe that Sweetwater won the toss and deferred. Wall will get the ball, and we'll get to that in just a minute. But let's talk Landon York and the 4 guys out wide.
Oh, yes. You look at their stats. You look at other people's stat sheets, and you look at the receiving numbers, top 4 all over 100 yards receiving. You've got Reed Robertson, you got Caden Oliver, Hagan Barbie, and then, you got, Evan Bailey.
Yep.
All 4 of them. And then, of course, at running back, you got Brady Neal.
Yep.
And I know we keep going back to the preseason show, but we talked about that too as far as spreads. Spread's not so much balanced run pass as it is personnel-wise.
Yes,
and that's certainly done it. They've certainly done a great job of that offensively. Who are you going to cover?
Yeah, exactly.
Just like Coach Slaughter even said. Who are you
right.
going to cover?
And we've seen it in these first 4 games as Wall gets ready to receive the Shirts Landscape opening kickoff here from Hawk Stadium. Clayton Weishun Field in Wall, America. But he was talking about, you shut Reed Robertson down, you're going to have Kellen Oliver out there. You shut Kellen Oliver out, you got Evan Bailey. Oh, and don't forget Jagger Thompson.
And Jagger Thompson, yeah, he's come in and definitely made some contributions this season for sure.
All right.
Hear his name a lot.
So we're going to put this thing underway here from Homecoming 2025 from Hawk Stadium, Wall, America. Beautiful. This crowd is just unbelievable.
Absolutely. Full packed house on the fences all the way up and down.
Yep, enjoying the homecoming.
And this is something you'll see tonight too. Old Sweetwater, they showed that against Estacado last week. They'll kick that little surprise onside kick there. So we'll see if they try that tonight.
Yeah, good scouting by the Hawk coaching staff as the Church Landscape kickoff is going to come down at the 10-yard line on the return. That's Reed Robertson
going.
Oh, and first, he spin moves at the 30, out to the 39, make it the 40-yard line. So good opening return by Reed Robertson, getting a little action in the return game this week.
Absolutely, great start. Get in front of the 35 there.
Yep. Landon York will come out. He is completing just under 63% of his passes this year. 14 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. You said it earlier. It's like video game numbers on NCAA 26.
Yeah, taking care of the ball. Making some good decisions. If it's not there, get rid of it.
Yep. And he'll line up with Brady Neal behind him. And it looks like come out in a pistol set now. 3 receivers in a bunch formation to the near side, 1 to the far side. And now he puts Bailey in motion. An overthrown Hagan Barbie. Excuse me, I said Bailey, I meant Barbie. He had Barbie with a couple of blockers out there.
They stepped up, tried to get pressure, and then made it wide open. Oh, if he could have got it down a little bit there, that would have been good. That's one thing we'll see tonight out of Sweetwater's defense, too. That's one thing that's getting them in trouble a little bit is eye discipline. You'll see them, as soon as they get to the ball, just like you saw there, they'll get up in his face and leave some holes in space. So we'll see how that plays out.
Now the snap to York. York gives it right to Brady Neal. Big hole.
What a block.
50. 49-yard line for the Sweetwater Mustangs. That will be a Oasis Crop Insurance first down for the Wall Hawks, and quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They're moving fast.
Great block by Kyler O'Neal right there.
Yeah.
Got it.
And now,
they're going to say contact.
Oh, and Reed Robertson had, oh goodness gracious, that was 6.
And see, that's interesting right now with Sweetwater. They're a big receiver, number 11. Darwin Bluford, you'll see him play a lot of DB, but right now they got that number 3 out there, Casey Fields. He's just a sophomore in Reed Robertson. So that's going to be
tough on that young man tonight. So now 5-yard mark off on the Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty. I guess they called encroachment with contact on the Mustangs. And so now York in the shotgun gets the snap, drops straight back. It's going downfield across the middle. Incomplete, intended for Reed Robertson down there. He was double covered.
Off his fingertips there almost. Maybe I would like to see him get a little bit more on that pass, but it was a good spot on the ball.
So here's the thing. Notice they put 2 on Reed Robertson on that little post route, slant route, whatever you want to call it. So they're going to go back to that here in a moment because somebody's got to be open out there.
Yeah, you saw Hunter Greenway come over there and get in on that number 5 for Sweetwater.
Yep. Now the second down handoff is to Brady Neal, and Neal's going to be met after about a yard gain to the 43 of Sweetwater.
Number 56 there on the play there, Devin Pena, and then you had number 8 there, Mason Bluford, and it looked like one more on there on the inside backer.
Indeed.
And you see number 26 right there on inside backer also for Sweetwater. He doubles as the running back as well, so we'll see how that plays out to the night.
And now York puts a man in motion. It's Barbie coming across the formation. Now York drops straight back. Now here comes the pass rush, and York gets the pass off, and it's going to be complete. Oh my goodness, to Evan Bailey down at the 36-yard line. Oasis Crop Insurance first down. That is probably one of the first times I've seen Landon York get pressured.
Yeah, and they brought 6 right there. You see here on the Postal Annex replay, he just does a great job just kind of avoiding it just long enough just to get the ball away. And once again, they brought 6, which leaves a hole if you can get it there.
Yeah. So a nice pass catch there by York to Bailey. And so now here we go on 1st and 10 from the Sweetwater 36-yard line. York now little half roll. Now he steps up in the pocket. He has the receiver across the middle. Wall Hawk touchdown.
That didn't take long.
See who that is? Levi King on a little post route / corner route, whatever you want to call it. And that is the Alpha Paving touchdown.
And we even saw that way back in week 1 against Mason.
Yes,
that crossing route is so tough to defend.
Yep. So a touchdown pass, 36-yard. York to
Levi
King, and Hawks jump out 6-0, and now Tyler Kleinsmith jogs out on the field. Looks like he may be just a tad bit late to the party as he gets out. Actually, is that Jacob Braid? No, that's 18. Sorry. I'm getting my numbers messed up, my eyes and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Good
so
Lord.
There goes. So Kleinsmith with the Texas Farm Bureau Tom Green County extra point.
And it is up, and it is good. So the Hawks strike first on a 4-play, what was it, 60-yard, 61-yard
60
drive?
right out there on the 40. Here you see it on the Postal Annex replay. There he is just crossing. And this is what I'm talking about, discipline right there. You see that number 5 is kind of coming up with his eyes, and instead of hunting out the receiver, that's what's going to be interesting to see tonight as this plays out.
And as you saw in the Postal Annex instant replay right there, you saw the throw. This is the one thing about Landon York that has just absolutely impressed me all year long. Absent that first pass that was a little off target, but he dropped that right in there, right in between coverage, and Levi King, all he had to do was catch it and step in the end zone.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Just take a couple steps. And this, once again, even that one earlier, even on his misses, the good thing about his misses are it's not in danger.
Yes, yeah, absolutely correct. He's very smart with the football. And so now, after the Alpha Paving touchdown, and as you mentioned, the Texas Farm Bureau Tom Green County extra point, the Hawks leading 7-0 as we get ready for the Church Landscape kickoff.
And this is the key for Sweetwater here. How you've seen in the games past they've had this year, how do they respond and they keep coming back? That's the thing that's kind of hurt them a lot.
The games they've lost, they have fallen down early, kind of got behind the chain, so to speak, kind of behind the scoreboard early.
Yeah, and like you said, the snowball effect. How are we going to see them respond? So we'll see how they do it.
And so now Kleinsmith lines up for the Church Landscape kickoff. And I want to talk a little bit about Kleinsmith as we go through the night, because I've been very impressed with this young man. And now he's going to pop that one up. It's going to come, whoa, that one carried further than I thought. And that's going to carry in the end zone. Sweetwater's going to bring it out. The Mustangs
Great job.
It's going to be brought down at the 9-yard line. So who was that on the tackle?
10 on the tackle looked like there. That looked like Gavin Sisson.
Was that Gavin Sisson on the tackle?
I thought it was number 2 at first, but I think it was Gavin Sisson. And see, that's what's interesting right there too. On a muff, he could have nailed that ball in the end zone.
He could have, right?
That was a great job of Wall taking advantage of that and getting them down inside the 10, their own 10.
So now you mentioned putting them behind the 8-ball, snowball effect. You give up a long touchdown pass. Now you have kind of a mishap on the kickoff return, and now you're at your own 9, 1st and 10.
All right, so here you go, Levi King. He's on number 11 right here. We're going to see.
Man, Wall's really pressing these guys early on. Now the handoff straight up the gut. Is that Nick Avila?
No, that's number 34. That's the other one. That's that Elijah Ariate. Yeah, and they had that 2 back sets where they had them both in there. Their quarterback, number 7, Caden Ortiz. I think we said that in the pregame show there. Started since he was a freshman. Good-looking quarterback. We'll see if he can stay out of trouble here.
2nd and 4 from the Mustangs 16-yard line after a pickup of 6 on 1st down for Ariate, as you said. And now the Hawks in their base defense. I noticed they're coming up and pressing these receivers early on. Levi King up here on the near side, right off his receiver, and on the far side you can see as well. And now just another handoff straight up the gut, just a simple dive play.
And there's Nick Avila right there, number 26. That's the leading rusher there for Sweetwater. So.
And that'll bring up now a 3rd down and 1 from the Sweetwater 18. To make that 3rd down and 2, maybe? Nope, 3rd and 1.
Now it'll be interesting to see this, this game too, playing, press, backing off, seeing what kind of games they can play with and kind of get them confused. Let's see what they're going to do.
So far, the Mustangs have opened up a couple of holes on those first 2 offensive plays. We'll see how Wall adjusts on that. And now a snap, a handoff.
Oh, great job coming off the edge. Hagen Barbie right there.
That's a good and Dylan
start.
Sellers also in there. But yeah, Barbie with the initial tackle. And that's going to bring up a 4th down after a loss of 3 on the play. Actually, a loss of 2, excuse me.
Yeah, so now we're back to 4th and 3 there, 4th and 4.
Actually, it says 4th and 5 on the scoreboard. I think that's more like 4th and 3. But anyway, so the Hawks, after giving up 9 yards on the first 2 plays, now hold the Mustangs, and now that punt's going to be off the side of his foot, and that's going to go out of bounds and be marked at the 44-yard line of Sweetwater. So snowball effect.
Oh, yeah, that's And credit to Sweetwater right there. You see they got started the game in the two-back set trying to establish that run. And that's one thing that they have had a lot of success with in terms of getting downhill and having some good running, a good running game. But right there, Wall with a good stunt and executed that to perfection right there to get him off the field.
And so now Wall will scrimmage from the Sweetwater Mustang 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Oasis Crop Insurance first down. First play of this drive. Hawks already on top, 7-0, as we have 8:09 left in the first quarter. York with 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And now just a simple give play to Brady Neal. And Brady Neal on the inside handoff is to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, staying ahead of the chain. And once again, like we talked about the Wall offense, they're doing a good job of just stay ahead of the chains, execute.
Yep.
Simple power play.
Yep.
Love it.
And now back to the line of scrimmage as York looks to the sideline and gets the call.
One thing a little bit different, it changes from week to week on opponents. Sweetwater does like to run a 3-man front, but you can see here they're more of the 2 interior tackles and the 2 defensive ends. Try to stop him somehow. Bring in 5. Good job by York. You're good.
York, and he's just going to toss that out of bounds. It looked like he may have been looking over here for Bailey, but Bailey just wasn't open at the moment. York just sailed it out of bounds, bring up 3rd down.
And that's one thing that Sweetwater has done good this year. They've had 9 sacks on the year. Lujan, number 9, is the leader with 3. He's on the top side there, away from the screen here. But that's one thing they've had success with, is getting in there and getting pressure on the quarterback. Like you saw there, they've already stunts.
And now York
6 again.
Yep, York gets the snap. He's going to go to the outside. The pass
catch.
is caught. Is that Oliver? Yes,
That's
sir. Kellen
Oliver.
Oliver with the catch. And that's going to bring up a Oasis Crop Insurance first down for the Wall Hawks. So nice play here on the Postal Annex Instant Replay. They're getting pressure on Landon tonight. Landon just dropped back. He saw Oliver on a little out route, hit him right there. Oliver goes down at the Mustang 30 for a first down.
You can already see right now that's what Sweetwater's trying to do.
They're
Try to
pressure.
make him uncomfortable.
Yep. Now York gets it, a little swing route to the far side, and that is going to be Evan Bailey, and Bailey is going to be absolutely crushed at the line of scrimmage.
That's a good tackle by number 23 there, Marcus Diaz. Again, you talk about space, throw the ball in space and try to make one guy miss. Well, that time Diaz did a good job of minimizing the damage on that one.
If you want to have success against the Wall Hawks, you have got to wrap up on that initial hit, and good job by the Mustangs on that play, as Bailey looked like he may have had some room had he broke that first tackle, but the Mustangs brought him down.
Absolutely.
So now York gets the snap, another give to Neal. Neal breaks it through the middle, and he's going to get down to the 26-yard line on the carry. Pick up a 4, bring up a 3rd down and 6. Yep.
Once again, you see that just every other play, almost every play, Sweetwater brings some kind of a defensive stunt, different look here.
Yep. 6:04 and counting here left in the first quarter. Wall up 7-0 on their second possession of the evening. And now York gets a snap, a little half roll to the far side, throws it up. That is going to be number 7 on the catch. Is that Jagger Thompson out there?
Yeah, it was, I believe so, Jagger Thompson.
That was Jagger Thompson, but it's going to be about 3 yards, make it 4 yards short, 4th down, and the Wall stays on the field at the 24-yard line of Sweetwater.
And again, you see, just like you saw on the first down play, make a tackle.
Yep.
It's what Sweetwater's going to have to keep doing, to maintain that.
And now York stops for a moment after trying to draw Sweetwater off sides, and now they reset, look to the sideline, get the play. And York gets the snap. Cornerback coming off the edge. Here comes the blitz. The throw. Reed Robertson.
He had it.
Oh, he had him.
The sophomore and had it.
He had him.
He did.
He had him.
It
Oh,
was
goodness.
There. Good time, good rhythm, just a little bit too far.
Yep.
And even then on this side, you saw on the Postal Annex replay here, you had both sides over here if you wanted something.
Yep. So that was great pressure by Sweetwater there, as they got right up in Landon's face and forced an errant pass, because he did have Reed open down there in that far corner.
And I like that call offensively too. You're bringing the stunt. Don't matter, ball's out.
Yep. Anything you get inside that 30-yard line, you better cover Reed Robertson, because they're going to go to him eventually, either on that fade route or that go route. So now 1st down and 10 for Sweetwater at their own 24-yard line. And now just another simple give play, and Hawks are all over that.
Was a great job. Let's see who's getting up for that. Number You've got Jacob Braden right there getting up off the pile, and also you've got
was that Dylan? It was Sellers in there.
That was
as well?
Dylan Sellers as well. You know, you talk about leading tacklers. Dylan Sellers right there at the top, and Jacob Braden, the two of the top 3 leading tacklers averaging this defense.
So second down after no gain on that first down running play for Sweetwater. I got to say, Sweetwater has a really cool looking run through tunnel. That thing's got to be 15, 20 feet high, that Mustang they have over there.
Oh, yeah.
Now second down, 10. Straight drop by
Taking a
Ortiz
shot.
going down that near side, or that far
Great
side.
coverage. Jagger
Jagger Thompson comes up with the pick at the 40-yard line.
He's trying to go to Jose Quintero there, and that was a great job here. You can see it on the post-Lanix replay. Jagger Thompson just sitting right there on top of it.
He was playing about 10 yards off the ball.
And Quintero's not too sure. He's not even trying to necessarily just where that ball's going to be.
And
Great job. Turnovers.
We talked about it, the number of picks that Ortiz has thrown coming into this one as compared to his touchdown numbers. Not incredibly high, but.
Yeah, he's 1 for 1. Touchdown, interception.
Yep.
There's one of them right there.
Yep.
Kind of surprised he didn't come down here to Bluford like his favorite target, but we'll see that before tonight.
Oh, definitely. So the Hawks now, 1st and 10 from their own 40 after the turnover. York steps up. He's going to Reed Robertson. Reed Robertson makes the catch at the 35. Ball scored to the 30.
Another defensive stunt up front, does not matter. Steps up, completes the pass.
And Reed Robertson doing more Reed Robertson things. Catches that one in stride. Ball forward another yard or two.
Next replay here. Didn't get him on the 4th down. We're going to get him on that one.
And so Oasis Crop Insurance first down, as we have had a technical difficulty. We'll keep calling it for you, though. Stay on the air. York takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Neal, rolls to the far sideline, and he's just going to sail that one out of bounds as Evan Bailey never even turned around.
No, and even Reed Robertson on the outside looked like he was trying to block, so it was something got busted in there, but good job of York just pulling that and just minimizing that, getting that away.
Yep. And so now 2nd down and 10 for Wall from the Sweetwater 32-yard line.
4 minutes to go in this first quarter here still. Again, that's going to be key for Sweetwater, is that extra guy that's unblocked. Is he going to be able to make the play?
Yep. Levis Roofing and Solar penalty flag on the play, and of course, I think we saw it out there about the time he threw the flag. I think we both saw the hold, and so not sure how valid it was, but here we are. So I'm up here in the booth, they're on the field calling it.
Get your hands inside and grab the inside part of the breastplate of the opponent's deal and hope you don't get caught.
So after the Levis Solar and Roofing penalty, we've got a 1st down and 12 now for the Hawks, and York takes a snap. Here comes the blitz off the corner, and he's going to be absolutely demolished by number 9. Talon Lujan came off that edge. You could see the blitz coming, and he was unable to get the throw off. The senior listed as a tight end defensive end. It looks like he came right off that corner untouched, and York, that's one of the few times York has been sacked this season.
Yeah, and that was the sack leader for Sweetwater as well, but that's the one thing that's tough against an empty set. You bring one more, that ball's got to get out, and unfortunately it was kind of cloudy for Landon to be able to get it out on time.
And now York on 2nd down. He's got,
great
once
answer
again, Oliver wide open.
What you call that smash concept, running the corner route.
Yep.
Well, again, go back to video game. If you love playing College Football USA, that's a great play to run, especially against that coverage.
And that'll be an Oasis Crop Insurance first down as the Hawks move inside the Angelo MRI red zone. And now that'll be 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. What's time?
Under 2 minutes now into this quarter.
Hawks on a drive. This drive started at their own 40-yard line. They have now moved inside the Sweetwater 10. And now York with Brady Neal again to his left.
Once again, you see them bringing that's an extra guy they don't have a block for. It's a good stunt right there on Sweetwater.
And that is going to be thrown.
That was number 34, Elijah Diate on the tackle right there. Just came through unblocked. They had him come right through the hole.
And a 3-yard loss, make it a 4-yard loss on the play, and that's going to put the Hawks at the 13 now. 2nd down and goal from there with 1:20 as the clock continues to run here in the first quarter of Homecoming 2025 from Hawk Stadium, Clayton Washington Field. And now York, once again, still with Brady Neal in the backfield, 2 receivers each way. Now Barbie goes in motion. Barbie gets the little toss, sweep, flip, jet sweep, whatever you want to call that play. It's called 48 different names, I feel.
Oh, yeah, however you want to call it, yeah.
Few picked up maybe 4 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8 for Wall.
And once again, keys for Sweetwater there to have success. The tackle that they made right there, there wasn't a whole lot of bouncing off or running through. They did a good job at least securing the tackle.
They're wrapping up and tackling very well. Now York's going to retreat after getting the snap. Now he's going to roll to the near side.
Is it there?
Oh,
incomplete.
Incomplete. He had Hagan. Barbie, it looked like maybe had a step on the defender down there, but Barbie could not secure the catch.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up 4th down and goal now. And Kleinsmith has made a couple of field goals the last couple of weeks. One was 41 yards, so Kleinsmith's got a leg, but looks like they're going to line up and go for it here on 4th down.
The way the defense is playing again.
Yep.
It's making them go 90 yards if you miss it, if you don't get this.
Exactly. You can roll the dice a little bit when you have a defense that's playing as well as this Hawk defense is. So now 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. York gets the snap, drops the ball, and they said his knee went down, and that's going to be Sweetwater Mustang ball at the 15-yard line. He went down to pick it up, and as he picked it up, his knee hit the ground. So
tough break on that.
Break.
Granted,
great break for Sweetwater. Tough, like you said, for Wall.
Yep. And that's and it's a good back and forth right here. Like we said, this is one thing that Sweetwater in all their games. It's a good back and forth early, and then we'll see if they can maintain.
Yep. So Sweetwater's hanging tough in this one. I'm very impressed by this Mustang defense so far tonight. They've been wrapping up, they've been tackling, they've been bringing pressure. This is the most pressure Landon York has seen all year.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And all the different stunts they've had. He's had 5 or 6 coming almost every other play.
Every play. And so now the handoff, just a simple give play again as the Mustangs with 2 backs.
And with that big back right there, Elijah Idiate, they're not letting him get ahead of steam going forward. And that looks like it's going to take us to the end of the quarter there.
And that will be a 2-yard gain, or excuse me, maybe a 1-yard gain. And that is going to take us to break. You're watching Wall Hawk football on First Community Credit, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union on Concho Sports Network.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
And welcome back to Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. 2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs, and now a little tunnel screen to the far side, a nice cutback, but the Hawks swarmed the ball. They're saying there's a fumble, but I don't see any indication yet.
They're going to talk about it.
And they're saying, did he fumble? Did he fumble? Oh, obviously, Sweetwater saying, no, he was down. Wall saying, nope, we got it.
So you're going to say 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd down. There with the hand up.
And there's that first little jailbreak screen of the night there. There's the leading receiver there, Bluford.
Yep. Nice little cutback he made after that catch. He made that first guy miss, was able to pick up maybe 7 yards, 6 yards, and now 3rd down and 3.
As far as coach is concerned, you want to get your leaders, your players, get them the ball and get them involved, and they haven't done that yet. And that's the first time they've done that with old Bluford, so we'll see how much more they're going to try to work the ball to him.
So now 3rd down and 3. See if the Wall Hawk defense can rise up. There's the rush. and they bring down that running back about a yard short, so they are still playing tough, and there's some hitting going on.
They still tried to run that inside zone they did last time down here on their other end on that 3rd and short. They just, same thing, just shut it down before he can get started.
Big time. And now that's going to bring the punt team on for Sweetwater as Kellen Oliver will drop back to the 45. Kellen Oliver's had a couple of nice punt returns this year, so
absolutely.
If I'm Sweetwater, I'm kicking it away from Oliver. But here we are. Well, shows what I know.
Unfortunately, Hunter Greenway, his first punt wasn't too good. It definitely was away.
Yep.
This time right at him.
And
in the muff. Oh, better get that. There you go.
You know what? I'm going to stop complimenting people.
Yeah.
And now Oliver breaks free.
That.
40. He cuts back inside, back to the
ball.
near sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. So after all that, maybe a 3-yard return.
And, you know, that's a good job holding on to the ball. Jose Quintero there was trying to rip that thing out. He did a great job securing it there at the end.
Yes, he did. So Oliver, a little bit of a muff, picked it up, saved Wall from potential disaster, and now they'll have the Oasis Crop Insurance first down, their first play of this drive, their 3rd drive of the night. First drive ended in a turnover on down. 2nd drive, they scored a touchdown. 3rd drive, turnover on down. So let's see, what does drive number 4 hold for Wall? As York puts Barbie in motion, he gets the snap, and now just a little toss to Barbie. Barbie cuts up inside, 45, takes a big hit and falls forward to the 48-yard line.
Yards short of the first down there, 2nd and 1. That's going to be a thing. I mean, Sweetwater, they'll come up and get some hits.
They are laying some licks out there tonight. I'm very impressed with how this Mustang defense has played so far.
You can already see the offensive adjustment. They are bringing those 6 right there inside and just get it to the outside in a hurry. So have some success now.
The Hawks with 3 trips to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side. Here comes the blitz, a handoff to Brady Neal. Neal is just going to fall forward for an Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
And right there again, another stunt, another play in a row, and that's Diaz again. Marcus Diaz holding on, making a play, but Brady Neal, great job fighting for that first down.
Yep. Neal got that handoff, and there was pressure right off the snap from the Mustang defense, and Neal was able to sidestep just enough to get that first down.
Gotta love physics.
Yes, sir. And so York gets the snap. He's going to give it to Neal on a outside zone, and the Sweetwater defense standing up, standing proud, and takes Neal down for a 2-yard loss back inside Hawk territory at their own 49-yard line. So yeah, this Sweetwater Mustang defense, they've come to play tonight on Homecoming 2025, and they're really stepping up against this high-powered Hawk offense.
Absolutely.
And now York, and the snap comes, and he wasn't ready for it. And that's going to be another 4-yard loss on the play, and the Hawks are all out of sorts right now, as they now will face 3rd and 15, maybe 16 from their own 45. That's,
yeah, that's we got to take a breath here and regroup and do some things. I mean, once again, it's just got to stack some.
Now York,
quicksand earlier.
York drops back, and here comes the pressure again, and York is gonna be hammered again. And York is getting frustrated. He got up off the ground just absolutely frustrated at the pressure this Mustang defense has been bringing, Jake.
Yeah, and that's number 50, Dante LaRosa, on that one getting through. But right behind him was their sack leader again, that Lujan. And it is, they did a good job game planning so far.
They have
definitely
indeed.
making it tough, finding ways to get that pressure.
And Mason Bluford back to return this punt. As King gets off a nice little kick, it's going to hit at the 30. It's going to roll inside the 20 and roll out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Great punt.
Yeah, nice punt by Levi King. It's going to roll out at the 18 for Sweetwater. 7:51 left here in the first half.
That's one thing right now. This game is turning out to be a battle of field position right
It
now.
is,
Back and forth, and Wall is winning that battle currently.
Yep. This has a little bit of a feel from last year's game when Wall went to Sweetwater. They were down 21-12 at halftime, but something happened at halftime. They came out and just ran the Mustangs off the field. So we'll see how this one develops.
Back to 2 back.
And now just a simple once more, an inside give.
And that's going to be key for a while right there. That's
Avila,
number
Nick
26,
Avila,
who's,
the junior.
Plays a lot of inside back. Really physically wear him down.
Yep.
That's you talk about last year how they just kind of came out. And we talked about Sweetwater already earlier in this broadcast about can they maintain, and that's kind of been their crux. Once things happen, and it just kind of falls apart.
Yep. If you can't, so if you're Wall, you cannot. If you can't let the Mustangs hang around, because if you let them hang around, they've got enough explosivity to put something on you. So now 2nd down and 8. Make it, 8 for the Mustangs, and now Wall showing pressure, and here comes pressure,
shot.
And now a shot play down that far sideline.
Oh, that's offensive pass interference right there. Ooh.
Oh, there's the Olivas roofing and solar penalty. I think we all saw it. I don't know if you saw. Was that Coach Slaughter came running down the sideline doing the whole flag motion?
Yeah,
Was that
that's the
Slaughter?
whole state of Texas on that one. I think I saw that one.
No, that wasn't Slaughter. Is that? I'm trying to see who that was. That was Slaughter's over here talking.
Was it?
Was it Larry? I don't know.
Might have been.
I'm trying to see who it was. But somebody
was-
came running down the sideline throwing the imaginary coach's sideline flag.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we, talking about, as far as receivers, how they're going to be able to, just different kind of explosiveness that they've seen. They've done a great job on the corners there, maintaining good position.
Yep.
So you're going to have a perfect ball and a perfect effort to make a play right now.
They're waving the flag off, called the pass incomplete, so they said no penalty, no Olivas roofing and solar penalty flag on that one.
Okay.
Interesting. You and I think we both saw it.
Yeah,
but
it's the clear hands on the back there really pulled them down.
It is what it is. We're up here, we're not down there. It is what it is. 3rd down and 8 now for the Mustangs as the snap. And now just another give play. And Hawks are all over that one as they take down the back at the 20-yard line, bring up 4th down.
Sisson making another good play.
That kid, all season long, Sisson, Sellers, Braden, all of those guys have just been outstanding.
Yeah, Sisson, he's the second leading tackler for this defense.
Yep. So now 4th down for the Mustangs as they will line up to punt. 6:35 as the clock runs here in the first half.
In which it could have been that the officials were saying they were both fighting for it. And that's why they didn't
it could be. It could be. Obviously being somewhat affiliated with Wall as that punt gets a nice roll and just keeps going, kicks back into the field of play and finally rolls out at the Wall 43-yard line. Well, obviously we're biased, but
Yeah.
we don't know.
There's going to be a little bit of that. Of course, we're going to represent the Concho Valley, as it were. But,
indeed.
And once again, going back to the secondary, they're doing a great job maintaining position.
Yep. The Hawks scrimmaging from their own 42-yard line now, as we get ready for play with the Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down. And one more time, York puts one of his H-backs in motion. Now it's just a simple give to Brady Neal, and they are all, that Mustang defense has got that sniffed out.
And that's Condre Williams. He's a sophomore, and he just did a good job with his hands getting off that block at the defensive end position.
And so now that'll bring up a 2nd down and 11. They give them a yard loss on that one. They move it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the 42. The Hawks now just seem a little out of sorts. At that one touchdown drive, their 2nd possession of the game, they looked sharp, and then they've just been kind of out of sorts. And here comes the blitz, the screen pass. Oh my! And that was intended. That little screen pass, whatever you want to call it, was intended for Brady Neal. That was a jailbreak screen because they would absolutely let 2 defenders come right at Landon.
Yeah, and you see if it's too easy, then
there's something going on.
Number 52 right there, that boss in the hand, he did a good job redirecting. That was a good play by him on that interior tackle position.
And now York drops back, and he's going to go down.
Nice.
Reed Robertson open, 35-yard line. Now tackled at the 36 for an Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down.
And that's what you're seeing in this game right now. It's, Sweetwater makes a play, Wall comes back and forth, and it's just going to be a fight. It's trading punches right now.
Yep. So now,
who can withstand the heat?
That was what you need. You go to your security blanket, you go to your Reed Robertson, just a little simple post route, whatever you want to call it, and he catches it. Now York.
Another little jailbreak here.
Another screen to Robertson. Robertson breaks the tackle. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, walk the dog. Touchdown, Reed Robertson. Wall.
There it is.
Boom, bam.
There it is. Attacking the sophomore to this side and let There it is. There's your light show.
There it is. As the sun now is retreating below the clouds, below the horizon, we get the light show where we can see it now.
Yeah, especially when it gets real dark. It's, hey, who turned the lights on?
So Texas Farm Bureau, Tom Green County extra point forthcoming. As Klein Smith's on the field now to kick. So what was that, 42-yard pass, and now the extra point is up, and it is good.
Yeah, somewhere around there, if not 42, 36, somewhere around that little range. And that was a rare missed tackle right there by the cornerback, and then you see the result of that.
Yep. So we've been talking all night long how good this Mustang defense has been playing, how they've been wrapping up, how they've been tackling. That was a mistake. I guess we can just call it that.
And on top of that, the wall offense, that's the thing you've seen all year. You've got to tackle, because if you don't, there it is right there.
That's against a team this talented as these Wall Hawks. You cannot survive missed tackles, as you mentioned.
And then even then, the blocking out there was pretty solid. That one, the Sweetwater defender was able to get off it just enough to get in position to make a tackle. But after that, everybody else was covered up. It was game over.
So the Shirts Landscape kickoff forthcoming. Fans, check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender with great rates on new, used, or refinanced autos and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online at 1cfcu.org or give them a call at 325-653-1465. Rates and terms obviously will be based on approved credit. So here we go. The Shirts Landscape kickoff. Tyler Kleinsmith, after the extra point, was good. We'll kick it off. And he pooches it high. It's going to come down out of bounds. And that's going to be in the Levis Roofing and Solar penalty flag.
It looks like over there the coach is telling him to re-kick, if I'm seeing that right, or maybe not. No? Nope. Okay.
So they're going to put 5 on the end of it, I suppose?
Me personally, as a coach, if you kick it out of bounds, I'm going to keep making you kick it again until you keep it in bounds.
And speaking of financing, folks, I want to let you know that if you're in the market for a new car or truck, go see the folks at Mitchell Automotive Group. That's Mitchell Toyota on Knickerbocker Road and Mitchell Buick GMC on Sherwood Way. And now the Mustangs with an Oasis Crop Insurance first down as they will snap it from their own 30 after the kickoff out of bounds.
And I know I keep saying it, but one thing we have not seen yet is them going deep to Darwin Blueford here on the outside. So it's coming at some point. It's interesting to see. And we got Kellen Oliver over there on top of him, so it might not be for a little bit here.
And so now 2 receivers to each side for the Mustangs. The snap.
There it is.
Straight back and little crossing route, just a turnaround stop route it looked like there, and I'm trying to see who that was that caught that got loose.
That was Mason. That was the brother there, or Mason Blueford there, made that catch from
so that was the sophomore Blueford made that one for an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. And now Sweetwater from the 48. First really good play of the night for the Mustangs.
And we saw that time Ortiz did do a good job there, avoiding the pressure and actually making a play on. York did it now that time. He said, I can do that too.
And now straight back. Here comes the blitz.
That time they said
no. I'm trying to see who that was.
That was 13. That was Jacob Braden.
Braden on the blitz came right up the gut. Just a delayed blitz. Waited for that hold open and shot through it.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Brought down Avila for the sack.
You're going to make that play, we're going to come back and take it back to you on that one.
Sacked Ortiz, the junior quarterback. So second down now and 15, 4:20 as the clock runs now inside 4:20 here in the first half. Second down.
You see here, Sweetwater
15.
Bouncing back and forth in between their 4 receiver and 2 back personnel.
And now the Hawks showing pressure. Now they back up. And now just a simple give again. Dive play on second down.
They've yet to throw the ball out of this, so that's going to be a tendency too to see if they do see anything a little bit different or try to play action out of it or something.
I'm telling you, they're setting something up. They're setting something up.
Got to be something we haven't seen.
Wall's got to play smart on that because.
Well, that hurts because that's him down now. That's 34. The Elijah Idiate who just ran it is down. Yeah.
Oh no. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
In Texas, driving trucks is woven into the fabric of our culture. At Mitchell Toyota, we know it as truck country, plain and simple. Built right here in Texas, Tundra is the truck for you. Get this new 2025 Tundra with 1.75% APR for 72 months or save $7,000. This Tacoma is only $39,485 or 3.99% APR for 60 months. Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
And welcome back to Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 3rd down and 12 for the Mustangs, and now the snap, and Ortiz rolls to the far side, looking downfield, throws, and just sails it out of bounds.
There's their own little smash flood right there, and they had it. Waller did a great job covering that. He might have had an alley to get it to the sophomore number 8 Bluford there, in behind his brother, but nonetheless.
Wall, this defense has, we talked about earlier, and I'm curious to see the after halftime adjustments. And by the way, stay tuned at halftime. We're going to leave it here live so you can see all the homecoming festivities from Wall Hawk Stadium. But we've seen, I want to see what adjustments are made by both teams.
Absolutely. You can see the flashes from the Sweetwater offense, how they can make some explosive plays, and then that's one thing that's hurting them too, the inconsistency on the punts.
And that one's going to be popped in the air and roll out of bounds at the Hawk 33-yard line. So what, 20-yard punt, 22-yard punt?
Yes.
And
Way is struggling.
He is. And that's going to give the Hawks the ball at their own 33-yard line.
I think I got him beat on the shortest punt, though. That was my sophomore year against Thorndale. I had a 0-yard punt.
Yeah, well, it happens.
I didn't punt after that game.
Yeah, you got benched. They said, nah,
like,
fam, we got somebody else.
It's like, I'm good. Take me out. I don't need to do this anymore.
1st down and 10 for the Hawks with 3:22 left in the first half. And York shifts Brady Neal. And now just a little swing pass, and what a tackle coming up from the defensive backfield. Number 3, that was Cason Fields, just the sophomore, comes flying up and destroyed that play from the get-go.
And once again, we keep saying, as y'all can see, that's just one thing that Sweetwater's is doing well right now. There's not a lot of, Wall has done a great job of yards after contact this year, and they are minimalizing that.
They're actually shutting that down, except for the 1 touchdown to Reed. And now Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty flag as the little pass route comes out to Reed Robertson on the near sideline at the 41. And now the penalty,
which I would imagine they're going to accept that just to get to 2nd and 5 instead of 3rd and 4.
1,
3.
Yeah.
2.
We'll
Where
see
did they
here.
mark it at? 41. Yeah, so it would be 3rd and 2 or 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and now as you mentioned, the penalty will be accepted, and the Hawks will have a 2nd and 5 instead of a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 type down. So the Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty marked off against the Mustangs.
And that's one thing that's interesting too. You keep seeing they've kept Cason Fields here on Reed Robertson, so there's some trust and belief in there in this young sophomore for Sweetwater.
Minus that one play, he has pretty much done a great job on Robertson. And now we reach. Well, actually, no, we don't reach. Now there's a whistle on the play, and the referee's coming over to. He's actually saying we need to reset the play clock, doing the push-up motion.
Okay, let's reset. Or unless he's trying to go to 20, probably 25.
Yeah. 2:32 left here in the first half, and now
he's just giving the 25 signal.
Yep, he's like 25. Hey, this isn't difficult, guys. Whoever's on the clock, come on, guys.
There we go. Nope,
there it is. Okay, all right, we're good. We're good. So now 2nd down and 5 as we get the play clock reset and whistle sounds. Hawks with 2 backs in the backfield. York in the pistol set. And he puts 1 in motion. Now just a simple give, and I believe that's Brady Neal just shy of the 1st down marker.
So now we're 3rd and 2.
We're right back to where we were
before. But hey, it could have been better there. That's, good little inside power play there. You can call it a YG if you want to call it that.
So now 3rd and 2. And the snap to York. He drops straight back, looks out to the far sideline, and the Barbie dropped the pass.
Took his eyes off of that
Yes,
one.
he
You could
did.
see his head turning.
He ran before
And
he caught it.
And the timing on that was good by York.
Yes.
That you see now adjustments being made that keep bringing Diaz off the edge there. So throw it right where he left before the safety can get there. He would have had an easy first down, just turned his head.
Yep.
It's tough to see.
Yep, and that'll happen. That'll happen to you.
It
So now
does.
4th down and 2 for the Hawks after the incomplete pass on 3rd down. Hawks still cling to a 14-0 lead with 2:10 left here in the first half. And it looks like Mason, is that Mason Bluford? Yep, Mason Bluford's back to receive for Mustang. He stands at his own 29-yard line, now steps to the 30. And now the punt.
Just hear the Sweetwater
Backs
coaches
up
down
Bluford.
here alerting. Oh, is that it? Yeah.
And now Bluford looked like he made a...
Kind of did a little
Yeah,
hat.
he did.
Those are tough. And,
Yeah.
and the officials usually tend to err on the side of, oh, that looked like it. So whether, if you're not going to call it, don't do it.
Yep. And so that'll give the Mustangs the ball at their own, what are they marking that, at the 20?
Let's see, where is he stepping? Looks, 19 maybe, either way.
Yep, 19-yard
But
line.
once again, that's something that's been really good for Wall tonight is their drives. Where has Sweetwater started? It's been
In their own, deep in their own territory. Right. So now 2:03 left, and we will take a break at the 2-minute warning or 2-minute timeout, whatever high school football, because in college it's the warning, or in college it's the timeout, in pro it's the warning, so who knows anymore. It's 2 minutes and we go to break. That's all I know. 2:03, the snap to Ortiz, and now just a simple handoff.
There we go. Good
is
solid
that,
tackle.
Is that Idiate in there, back in there?
Back in there, yep.
That's good to
and
see.
that was a good tackle by Cohen Braden there. To just, once again, minimize that right there.
Yep. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout / warning. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
See friendship being
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property.
And welcome back to Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. And now Ortiz, what a catch out there at the 20-yard line. He tossed it out there, and his receiver reached back one-handed, brought it in. So,
and again, good tackle by Gavin Sisson.
Wall defense flowing to the ball, and now it'll be a 3rd down and 5, maybe 6. And Wall takes a timeout now.
And even that right there, that was Nick Avila with the catch on that, and he has shown this year that if you don't tackle him right away, he can make some things happen and get through there and turn a 1-yard gain into a 50-yard gain.
I know we'll talk about this towards the end of halftime. And just a reminder, fans, if you're watching home, we will keep it on the field for the homecoming festivities and whatnot, halftime show. So, but we will come back shortly before the end of halftime and give you some update scores and such and talk a little bit about it. But I'm very impressed by how this Mustang defense has played.
Speaking of scores, one of note right now, Oklahoma beating Wink 21-0 in the second quarter.
Wow, that's impressive. So now 3rd and 6 for the Mustangs, and now that's going to be incomplete as Ortiz was trying to hit Reyes.
Yeah, and that looked like that little counter screen, that Wall even runs right there and just throws it right in the ground. And even then, even if we would have caught it, sitting right there for it.
Yep. Oliver now will come on to return this punt, or potentially return this punt. Wall was still with 1:44 left in this half.
And once again, talk about field position. Oliver lining up on the 44. So again, field position. He hasn't been back inside the 30 in a long time.
So now the punt. is going to hit and roll out of bounds at the 48-yard line. So Wall with great field possession as they'll snap it from their own 48. See what can they do with this one. You know, being charitable here, not trying to beat up anybody, but this has been somewhat of a disjointed game so far.
It kind of has, you know, and you look at Sweetwater's offense too. It still seems like they're trying to figure out what they want to run that can kind of work. And even Wall, you know, kind of, you know, has had some success offensively. Then just kind of had some things, you know, some what you would call brain farts, I guess. Kind of,
yeah,
you know,
that's pretty much it.
You know, kind of, you know, throw some things off schedule there, but there's a little differences here, a little trickeration.
Little flip reverse to Reed Robertson, and he's going to get maybe 2 yards on the play.
Good job of pursuit right there by Sweetwater.
Tackled at midfield, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 8.
Which could be setting up something later too, because that's something that has hurt Sweetwater is they get their eyes and they the whole defense pursues hard and opens up in behind.
Run a little misdirection off that one. So yeah. So now 3 to the near side. York takes it. He's going to go down the sideline. Reed Robertson, incomplete, and no flag on the play.
Once again, that's good coverage by the sophomore. I mean, that's So he's showing why he's on the field right now.
And the Hawk coaching staff down there begging the side judge for a flag, but I didn't see anything there.
Yeah, it's tough to throw a flag on that. He was back looking for it. He had good position. And much like what the Wall secondary has been able to do too. They're making it tough on the deep balls right now. Everybody is. So.
And now 3rd down and 8 for Wall with 1:09 left. So you got to be careful here. If you don't get this, you give it back to Sweetwater. Now probably deep in their own end of the field, but still.
Yes. Again, they have the capability with those explosive plays, and they have not gotten deep to their main guy yet either. So once again.
And now York has a guy open. Barbie. Barbie was open on the near sideline at the 30. That was a 1st down and possibly a touchdown, and Barbie could not secure the catch.
Yes, he is.
Ouch. Ouch.
Next, Higgins, we got to get on him, get in his headspace right there, and get him to be next play, because it's. That was one of those that looked like he was still thinking about the last one.
Yeah, and Hagan, that's very unusual for you to see Hagan Barbie drop 2 passes like that.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think you're right. It would have probably been a touchdown because they had 2 guys over there sitting with Reed Robertson, and he wound up running over one of them over there.
York made the right read. Anyway, Barbie just wasn't able to secure that catch, and now here's the fake punt.
Oh.
Here comes Levi King. Levi King is not going to get it. So great defense by Sweetwater there. They had that one sniffed out.
And you can.
That's the same play they ran. The Hawks ran last week against Monahans to pick up a 1st down. It didn't work this time.
You can hear the Sweetwater coaches up here yelling alerts. So that's definitely something they looked at and planned for this week. So
saw that on film. So
credit to them for executing,
sniffing it out. So now the Mustangs will have an Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down at their own 48. They still have 56 seconds left, and as you mentioned, do have explosive players on that offensive side of the ball, so very possibly could put something together here with just under a minute left. Now Ortiz with, is that, trying to see who that is in the backfield with Ortiz. That Idiate.
There's that reverse.
And there was a missed tackle by Dylan Sellers.
Look at the pursuit.
But the pursuit by Wall, goodness gracious.
Slayton Hallmark and Levi King both saying no, sir.
That was a heck of a job. Dylan Sellers wasn't able to secure that tackle. He looked like he had the right read on it. Couldn't get the tackle, but Hallmark
picked him up on that one.
Just pursuit all the way across the field.
Yeah, Hallmark and Levi King on that one, both.
That's team speed right there.
And they did not give him an avenue. They didn't give him a cutback or nothing. They did a great job maintaining, attacking that near shoulder and forcing him into somewhere he could not go anywhere.
Loss of 4 on the play. 2nd down and 14. 47 seconds left here in the 1st half, and now the snap. Back to Ortiz, and Ortiz now just a simple, once again, give.
Got to get him down.
And now the Hawks swarming to the football, and now 4 yards, possibly.
That was who came off his legs right there. I think that was number 8 or number 9.
Not sure. Did not catch that one.
I think that was Gunner.
That might have been Gunner King coming off the
I think that was Gunner. Yeah, he did a great job securing the legs on that one. Once again, you can see Ariate fighting hard to try to get off of that, but we did a good job securing the legs.
And the Hawks now call a timeout on 3rd down and 10. Coach Craig Slaughter hoping to get maybe one more quick drive in if you can shut down the Mustang. And I got to tell you, I'm very impressed. I'm going to probably mention this the whole, at least for now, but the Mustangs have just been incredibly impressive how they've shut down this high-powered Hawk offense.
Yeah, and you know, they're still playing hard and executing their game plan, you know, getting the pressure, making it tough. Even then on that last one, before, you can still see guys are coming untouched, and they're getting guys in position to, you know, get that pressure on Landon York there.
Yep.
And even then, offensively, I kind of feel like making me feel like I don't know what I'm talking about because they haven't thrown it deep to Bluford yet. I'm expecting that to happen soon.
It's coming. I'm telling you right now, it's coming, Jake. I bet you any amount of money it's coming at some point. And so now 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs with 38 seconds left. Ortiz.
Ain't going deep. Be a good time for a screen.
Retreats. Now they're going deep. You
there
called it. The post. Oh, incomplete. He had him.
And that's
just a step.
And that's the thing that's dangerous with him right there is, you know, he almost had that one. Well, he made that catch against Idalou in the first game of the season. It wasn't on a post, but it was on a vertical. So
yeah,
I guess I kind of spoke that into existence.
Yeah, you did. I mean, we just sat here for 35 seconds and talked about it, and I think you're right. We did speak that one into existence. So anywho, 4th down now for the Mustangs. 31 seconds left, and they will punt. And back deep to receive, as usual, is Kellen Oliver.
And that's what's going to be key for Sweetwater offensively because, once again, the Wall defense has done a great job. Still got the goose egg. How do you get your guys more involved? How do you get your leading receiver more involved? And that's one thing because Wall is doing a great job against this run game too. You know, both Idiate and Avila, you know, they are hard runners, and they do get a lot of yards after contact if you let them. And they're not getting much at all. Same thing, and same thing on both sides. You know, credit to the Sweetwater defense. There's not a lot of a yak for either yards after catch or yards after contact with Sweetwater's defense as well.
Yep. You know, you mentioned absent one missed coverage on that first Hawk touchdown and one broke tackle on the second Hawk touchdown. Both these defenses have played outstanding ball tonight.
They have.
Outstanding.
And keys to the game, Sweetwater, they have a tendency that in their other games, once again, talked about the snowball, they're not letting that happen yet.
Nope, they haven't. So now the punt, a little bit better as Oliver comes up, catches on the run, 40, 45, 50, cuts it back, back to the outside, cut outside, 20.
No flags?
20.
That's touchdown,
10,
no flags?
Walk the dog, Wall Hawk, touchdown, Kellen Oliver,
you always
70-yard punt return.
And I do not see any yellow flags on the field anywhere. Yeah, just making sure it looks clean. There it is. You can see it now.
And there's the light show. Yes, it is. Now that the sun's down, and there it is, the LED light show coming to you live from Wallhawk Stadium. We're going to see if we can run a...
Oh, they did call. We did get a leave-us penalty.
Did we get a leave-us penalty? Oh, my goodness.
Where do they mark it at? I don't see the flag unless it's on that far side. Oh, I see him. He just picked it up on the 26.
Was it a block in the back? I missed it.
I believe it was a block in the back. Oh, darn. Holding. Okay. So they did call it.
Well, we got all carried. But regardless, Hawks with the football.
There was so much traffic over there.
Oh, my goodness gracious. We just wasted a good touchdown punt return call.
I remember week one right there. We talked about how, the backs and receivers, even Kellen Oliver, do a great job of getting downhill. And he caught that thing and just went.
He caught it in full stride.
Sidestep. It was a fantastic return.
So, after all the excitement, Hawks ball at the 37, 1st and 10. York, little throwback screen.
Oh, wow.
Fumble.
Oh,
and now there is a flag and a leave-us roofing and solar penalty.
So let's see what we got here if they're going to call a fumble on that.
I think they did call because their defense is heading on the field, excuse me. And there was a fumble after York has just been getting pressured all night long. He's been just had Mustang defenders in his face.
And that's their front four right there are doing a good job with their hands.
Yep.
Of getting off and getting on the edge, getting on the shoulders to where they can get through and get that pressure.
So I'm going to bring this up. So if you saw there on the screen, it's a personal foul on Sweetwater. Again, shooting themselves in the foot. They get a turnover. They had the ball at the Hawks, 40-ish yard line.
Yeah.
And now after the play,
15 yards to 45. Yeah. So
after the play, unsportsmanlike. Now they're back at their own 40 with 10 seconds left. So you maybe had one shot from the Hawk 40 now.
Unless you try to throw that post again here.
Yep. So anyway, the Sweetwater with the turnover after the fumble, and now 10 seconds left, and Ortiz gets the snap.
Jailbreak
He's going to throw
let
it
him try to go
screen.
make a play.
Yep. And he's going to get
Minimize
to the
there we go.
49.
Calling a timeout.
2 seconds left, and now a timeout called by the Mustangs, I believe it is.
Yes, sir.
So what a swing of emotions in 30 seconds of game time.
And we said it earlier even too, it just punches back and forth.
Yep.
You know, they unfortunately got points taken off the board, and Sweetwater came back with their own little punch right there.
It's hard to see those yellow flags in these new LED lights. It really is, especially when they're over on the far side, and I'm 58 and can't see hardly 5 feet in front of my face, so I could not see the flag at all. So
yeah, I saw this official back here on the opposite 40 walking around like, oh, I was looking because it seemed like he was sitting back there for one. But little did we know it was up there.
Yes, sir. So second down now and a yard to go for Sweetwater with 2 seconds. Really, the yardage is irrelevant. This will most likely.
And once again, the response there, for Sweetwater was key because they just gave up a touchdown even though it was a penalty and points are off the board. They came back and responded with a big defensive play.
Yep.
So
They've been playing stellar ball. Hawks with 2 safeties deep and now a man in motion, and the fake jet sweep, and the clock runs out and the pass is overthrown, and that will do it for the first half. We're going to leave you a view on the field. We're going to take a break, let you enjoy the halftime homecoming festivities. You're watching Wall Hawk football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services for all your photo and video needs. Call 325-245-9663. Oh, and we also do sports. Call today.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Cotton farming in the Concho Valley, that's risky business. Specializing in crop insurance and serving local family farmers for over 15 years, Oasis Crop Insurance understands those risks firsthand. That's why year in and year out, from the first seed you plant to the last boll you harvest, Oasis Crop Insurance is your risk management partner.
Oasis Crop Insurance, service from paradise.
And now for your mighty Mustang Band and Guard. They will be performing parts 1, 2, and 3 of their 2025 production, If I Only, featuring baritone soloist Gregarian Hopkins, saxophone soloist Noah Brown, flugelhorn soloist Brady Kilgore, flag soloist Guadalupe Almanza, and the rifle trio, consisting of Guadalupe Almanza, Liberty Osteen, and Juliana Warner. Drum majors for the band are Brady Kilgore and Noah Brown. Color Guard members of the week is KJ Lopez. The percussionist of the week is Cash Miles. Rookie of the week is Sandy Ball. Band member of the week is Josiah Hardin Davis. And the section of the week is the flute section. And now for your mighty Mustang Band and Guard.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wall High School proudly presents the award-winning Mighty Wall Hawk Band. Tonight, for your halftime entertainment, the band will be performing their 2025 production entitled Echo, with musical arrangements by On the Field of Music. Selections include The Scientist by Coldplay, Toccata and Fugue by Bach, In the End by Linkin Park, and Red by Thomas Ferguson. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Logan Brooks, Elijah Armstrong, and Emily Gibson. And now, with Wall Hawk Pride, the Mean Green Marching Machine. Members of the Mean Green Marching Machine are Dustin Moses and Gabby Wynn. Color Guard sponsor is Amy Moses. The Wall Hawk Band would like to wish the Sweetwater Mustang Band the best of luck on their 2025 contest season. The band would like to thank the administrators, faculty, and parents for their unwavering support. This week's Marcher of the Week, number 68 on the football field, tenor saxophone in the band, Pregame. Thank you for your attention, and go Hawks.
San Angelo, it's time to invest in your home and protect your future. Olivas Restoration and Solar, your trusted partner in roofing, solar, insulation, and fencing. Call Olivas Restoration and Solar today for your free consultation.
You can score huge savings this fall at Mitchell Buick GMC. This is the truck for you. You can save $12,000 off this 2025 GMC Sierra. Designed to transform everyday moments, you could get this Buick Encore for only $24,380. Crafted to provide a first-class experience, you can save $3,500 on this 2025 Buick Enclave. You can score huge savings this fall at Mitchell Buick GMC, your hometown dealer.
We have Jordan Nicole Kitson. Jordan is the daughter of Doug and Jan Kitson. Jordan is a varsity cheerleader, a varsity softball player, on leadership council for softball, an executive officer of Hawks Helping Others, a member of student council, a reporter for National Honor Society, vice president of community service for FCCLA, a membership of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and is involved in POWER. Jordan volunteers at Sierra Vista United Methodist Church with the children's ministry and gives cheer lessons to the youth in the community. She plans to attend the University of Oklahoma and major in biology and health sciences. She is escorted by her father, Doug Kitson. Isabella Grace Dryrick. Bella is the daughter of Patrick and Wendy Berry. She is president of National Honor Society, president of Family Care and Community Leaders of America, varsity cheer captain, class president 2024-25, executive officer of Hawks Helping Others, a member of student council, and a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Bella is also a member of the St. Ambrose Youth Group. She was accepted into Texas Tech University Honors College, where she plans to major in biochemistry. She is escorted by her father, Patrick Dryrick. Kennedy Taylor Grace. Kennedy is the daughter of Jack and Ken Grace. Kennedy is a member of the National Honor Society, an executive officer for Hawks Helping Others, vice president of public relations for FCCLA, a member of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and is involved in POWER. She is also a varsity cheerleader and on the varsity basketball team. Kennedy is a member of the Sierra Vista Church Youth Group. She plans to attend Texas Tech University and major in health and human sciences. She is escorted by her father, Jack Grace. Emery Deanne Harper. Emery is the daughter of Paul and Toya Harper. She is on the varsity volleyball team, varsity basketball team, and varsity softball team. She is on the Hawks Helping Others Executive Council, involved in Peer Assistant Leadership Program, and is a member of FCA and Leadership Council. Emery is a member of Pauline Baptist Church, where she volunteers in the preschool. She plans to attend Texas Christian University, where she will major in biology pre-med. She is escorted by her father, Paul Harper. J.C.
JC is a member of Hawks Helping Others, Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, PALS, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He is a varsity cheerleader and on the varsity track team. JC is also a member of Pauline Church. JC will be shadowing physicians at Channing Hospital as she prepares for a career in the medical field. She plans to attend Dallas Baptist University where she will run track. She is escorted by her father, Jeremy White. Dakota Dawn Yarbrough. Dakota is the daughter of Kevin and Pam Yarbrough. She is the Vice President of National Honor Society, Class Vice President 2425, Vice President of Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, Executive Officer of Hawks Helping Others, Student Council Member, Fellowship of Christian Athlete Member, involved in PALS and varsity cheer captain. Dakota volunteers at Pauline Church where she teaches second grade Sunday school. Dakota was accepted into Texas Tech Honors College where she will major in speech, language, and hearing sciences. She is escorted by her father, Kevin Yarbrough. Crowning our queen tonight is the 2024 homecoming queen, Slade Yoakum. Slade is the daughter of Casey and Tony Yoakum. She is attending Angelo State University where she is majoring in health science professions. We appreciate her being here tonight. Assisting Slade are Ty Timmerman and Lexi Tharp. Ty is the son of Andrew and Megan Timmerman. Lexi is the daughter of Marshall and Sarah Tharp. Ty and Lexi are kindergartners at Wall Elementary. And the 2025 homecoming queen is Kennedy Gray.
And welcome back to the Pixelcast Media Halftime Show. You're watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. And you have just seen the coronation of the homecoming queen for in 2025, since this is Wall Hawk Homecoming. And we want to welcome you back. What a disjointed game it's been. But before we get into this game, why don't you walk us through some scores there, Jake? What's going on around the region?
Well, I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and start with districts. We've got that coming up here in 2 weeks. Right now we got Great Creek over Tahoka right now, 20-0 at halftime. You've got
what?
Great Creek beating Tahoka, 28-0.
Great Creek over, oh my goodness. Okay, carry on, as you were, as I was, go on.
You got Markle beating San Angelo TLCA, 23-6 right now at halftime. You know, Coach Westwood over there at Markle doing a good job getting that program turned around. Ballinger beating Stanton, 13-10. And again, the surprise, Kahoma beating Week 28-0. Now let's see other scores of note around the area here. You got San Angelo Central beating the Waco High Lions 28-6. Looks like they're at halftime as well. Then you've got over there in Mason, you've got Cristobal. I'm not sure if this is right. I thought I saw Mason was winning earlier, but right now this is listing that Cristobal's up 12-0 at the start of the second half, but I thought that I saw that Mason was winning.
Yeah.
But
those are sometimes, not often, but sometimes people get on there and mess with the score. So
it's so much different than nowadays. You just pull up the app and check some things out. And, whereas on the old days. But some other scores of note possibly. It might be have some interest here. You've got let me find it where I was looking at it there. Idalou, next week's opponents, beating Shallow-Water right now, 24-6. So Idalou looks like they're kind of getting some things figured out over there. They're 2-2 right now. Canadian beating Sunray 62-6 in that one. So might see some familiar opponents down the road here.
Yep. as the light show goes off, the Wall Hawks come back on the field as halftime is over and the homecoming festivities are over. And congratulations to the 2025 homecoming queen for Wall. It's good to be back live with y'all. Let's talk a little bit about this game. It's 14-0, the Hawks on top. Very easily could be 28-0. We were talking, you and I were talking offline at halftime.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And you know, even at the beginning of the game, kind of said it. Sweetwater has a tendency to let snowball things happen. Well, they haven't let that.
They
The
haven't,
defense has done a great job as far as tackling is concerned and really taking advantage of the pressure they're getting. And yeah, like you said, the disjointedness, both defenses have done a great job keeping the offenses out of rhythm. And then of course the penalty on the kickoff return, that hurts so bad anytime you take the points off the board. And the uncharacteristic, drop by Hagan Barbie, which fortunately for him, he's got halftime, kind of get his head on right. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do in the second half.
I want to go back after tonight or tomorrow. Probably not tonight because I'm going to bed after this because I'm old and I go to bed. I'm past my bedtime as it is now. But anyway, I want to go back and watch that play because I promise you there was nobody back there. If he catches that, he scores.
Yeah, and it's funny because I look up and I see Reed Robertson over there with two guys, and one of them's on the ground like he knocked one of them over and the other one was standing by him. Yeah, he would have on that one. And that was another one of those good scrambles by rollouts by Landon York just to kind of buy just enough time because, once again, Sweetwater defense, they have done a good job scheming it to where they can get pressure and keep them uncomfortable back there.
Right.
Get some guys coming off free off of the edges.
All right. Now, let's go back to something real quick before we get to the Schertz landscape kickoff. But absent two plays by Wall, the missed tackle on Reed Robertson's touchdown catch, and what was the other one? Oh, the blown coverage on the first touchdown by Wall. This could very well be 0-0.
Yes, it could very well be. And once again, sometimes that's all it takes. In a game like this, just one little mistake here and there, makes the difference.
Right.
Especially if you're, trying to knock off a ranked team like Sweetwater's trying to do right now. Those are key.
Top 5 ranked team.
Top 5.
So number 2, as a matter of fact, in the state, and class 3A D2. And now the Schertz landscape kickoff. Klein Smith puts it up, and it comes down at the 12-yard line, fielded there by the Mustangs coming upfield. Up, breaks the tackle. For the moment, gets to the 34, make it the 35-yard line, and that's where Sweetwater will scrimmage from as we start the second half with an Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
And that's someone we have not seen tonight. Number 2, Caden Reyes there, senior for Sweetwater on that return. Decent, pretty good return out there. Get it to the 35, one less touchdown.
Yep. And if you're
first down, excuse me.
If you are the Mustangs, that's what you want to start this second half. You want good, because you talked about in that first half, they had terrible, horrible, minus the last drive, they had bad field position all first half. And now Ortiz waiting for the snap, gets the snap, and now just a simple give play and Wall right there.
We haven't really seen them run a counter yet other than that screen, so
it's coming.
Once again, good job by the Wall defense, minimize it. Just 2 times 4 is 8. You ain't gonna get a first down doing that.
And if you're Wall defense, you've got to stay at home because it's been pretty straightforward so far. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of start one way, go the other way, counters, nothing. It's coming.
Oh yes, yeah.
And deep shots too. We saw the one that was there, but just overthrown.
Right.
Now Ortiz with 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side, gets the snap, throws it out on a little swing pass, a little stop route, tunnel screen, whatever you want to call it, and it's a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
It looks like already at the start of this half, trying to get back onto some things they do mostly, or a lot of, that they've shown.
Yep.
They tend to mix up a lot of screens, a couple of them every drive, and we haven't really seen that maybe once every other drive, but.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the halftime adjustments by both of these squads, because we saw Sweetwater's defense in that first half was all over Landon York on almost every single drop back. They were in York's face. So we'll see how Wall adjusts protection. So now 3rd down and 5, and the snap. Ortiz waiting, and now the snap. He's going to roll to the near side, looking downfield. Got a guy on the sideline, and that's going to be incomplete.
Wow.
It looked like Darwin Bluford, one of the Bluford boys there, came down. Oh, they are marking it. It looked like he was marking incomplete, but then he marked it down. I guess he was doing
his hands
stop
were
the clock.
Yeah.
So Oasis Crop Insurance first down, so Bluford, nice catch on the sideline. We both thought he had his foot down, and we're like, what's he doing? Yeah. So first down at midfield, so initial first down on this drive for Sweetwater as they now try to get something going here in the second half after being shut out in that first half. They're down 14-0 with 10:20 and counting. Ortiz drops back, and now he scrambles, comes up to the 50. He's going to slide down at the 47-yard line of Wall.
And that's what you'll see him do. He'll get what he needs, and then
down he goes.
Yeah.
Smart play.
Down markers over there. Kind of gave him 5. Have to get back there with the official.
So 47-yard line after a 3-yard scramble by Ortiz as we tick under 10 minutes here in the third quarter. And that's what I'm curious to see now. Wall stayed at home in that defensive backfield, had good coverage across the board, and there was nowhere for Ortiz to go with the football.
Yeah. And credit to him, get a couple yards before he went down.
Yep.
We'll see if he tries to take advantage of that more.
And now the Wall Hawks showing
back to the screen.
Pressure off the edge. And now perfect call by the Mustangs. And that's going to bring up an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Who was that on the catch?
That was that number 11.
Yep.
They're getting him involved. And that's the thing. That's their thing offensively. They're going to mix in those screens more frequently now.
Yep. That's Darwin of the Bluford brothers. Catches that one. And now at the 39-yard line of Wall, Sweetwater's got a little something going now.
They do. This is kind of the start that they were hoping for so far.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Wall's been good at bending and not breaking as well defensively. So we'll see if they can keep them off the board still here. There's another counter play.
There's the counter. There it is.
That's what's dangerous.
And that is Avila. Avila is down to the 27-yard line. Another.
Got a flag here. Got Levis Roofing and Solar penalty. It looks like it's going to come back. That time, Wall didn't have somebody kind of off the edge there to stop that.
That's why he had so much room on the outside, I suppose. They sealed that edge pretty good, but got a lot of jersey while sealing that edge. So here we are. They say there's holding on every single play in football. I believe it.
Yeah.
Just sometimes they throw the flag, and
unfortunately, sometimes you're right there at the point of attack where it's easy to see, and it's got to get called. So.
Indeed. So back the Mustangs up to the 49 of Wall. They'll have a first down and 20 now at 8:48. As the clock continues to run here in the third quarter, the Mustangs with a promising drive prior to that penalty. Now Wall shows pressure.
You better be careful here.
Yeah.
Looks like he's almost offside.
Yep, it does. Yep, there it is. Got him. And now the pass is a quick in route to Bluford again, and
that time that was the other Bluford brother. That was Mason on that one.
Gavin Sisson was the one offsides on that play, just in the neutral zone at the snap.
I want to make some kind of Blues brother reference, but I keep forgetting the name of
Jake and Elwood.
Jake and Elwood. There
yep,
we go.
Yep. There you go. Big now wait a now. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they doing? Okay.
Yep, so that'll leave us penalty right there will be declined.
And that'll give the Sweetwater Mustangs another Oasis Crop Insurance first down. So the Mustangs made some adjustments halftime, and now they're coming out here and moving the ball quite easily down the field on this Wall Hawk defense.
You used the word disjointed earlier, and that's kind of the thing. Both offenses were pretty disjointed, didn't really have a good rhythm. Now it looks like Sweetwater's finding theirs.
Twins each side now for Ortiz. Just a straight drop back. Here comes the pressure from the Hawks. And the pass is caught at the 23-yard line, make it the 22-yard line, and that's going to be a 6-yard pickup. Bluford again on the catch. Didn't see which one. Was that Mason or was that?
Still, that was Mason.
Was that Mason again?
Yes, sir.
We're just going to say Mason and Darwin from now on. So people know which Bluford young man we're talking about. Both of them extremely talented receivers for this Sweetwater Mustang offense. And so now, second down and 4, 7:39 left. A simple give.
Back to the run.
Yep.
Once again, Wall's doing a good job minimizing. Only getting about 2 yards of carry.
And that one is going to be a yard and a half, maybe 2. It's going to be marked down at the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and 3 for the Mustangs. Wall needs a stop right here. The Hawks need, if they want to keep momentum on their side, because right now, you know, Big Mo shifts, and right now you can feel Mo is shifting to that Mustang offense at the moment.
Yes, and then they are feeling it. And that's kind of, again, the whole snowball thing.
Yeah.
Now for them, now it's feeling that confidence with them. And
Indeed.
That's what makes them tough. That's why I was so deceiving of their record.
And so now
Counter
twin
again.
backs, and now just a counter. And that is that big number 34 again in there on that carry?
That
Iriarte?
is. Yeah, Iriarte. And then that's Sisson coming up with a good wrap tackle there, stopping 4th and 1. We're on the 19-yard line now. So now we got our Angelo MR out of red zone.
Assuredly now that is going to, they're going for this. There is no putting the kicker on the field for this one.
Yeah, this is confidence right here.
Yep.
Now, they do have a power package here where they'll put 2 guys and just run straight downhill. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that right here.
6:25 left. The Mustangs with a 4th and 1. This is probably one of the biggest plays so far in this game.
And this is going to be some kind of a power run up in the middle, you can bet.
So now.
Oh, timeout.
Whistle sounds and timeout called, and that's going to be called by the Mustangs. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit.
At Texas Bank, we believe in the power of relationships. Our roots are our customers, the lifeblood of our business. We're more than just a bank. We're your trusted financial partner, committed to building lasting connections and providing personalized service that exceeds your expectations. From helping you achieve your financial goals to supporting you through life's changes, we're here for you every step of the way. Experience the difference of banking with people who truly care.
And welcome back to Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. 4th down and 1. The Mustangs get the call from the sideline. Ortiz gets back in the gun, calls the play, shifts the running back to his right. The snap, a simple throw out to the near sideline, and that's going to be enough for an Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down. Nice call right there. Just a simple little stop route on the outside on the near sideline.
Yeah, just going with those little quick screens that they've done so much so far this year.
And that'll be a 1st down for Sweetwater at the Hawk 17-yard line. That's going to put them inside the Angelo MRI red zone. 1st and 10 from the 17 they're calling it. I thought it looked the 18, but the angle we're at's a little deceiving.
They've already taken 6.5 minutes just with this one drive right here. So an impressive start to the half for them.
Indeed. Now Ortiz gets the snap, and once again just hands it inside, and there's the Hawk defense to meet him at the point of attack. Is that Sellers? Who is that out there? I'm trying to see.
Almost looked like Slayton Hallmark there that stepped up and made that play.
Regardless, second, lost 1.
Yeah, and it looked like, a little outside zone. Looked like he was going to have some space, and Hallmark just stepped up and cut that down.
So now 2nd down and 11 as 5:10. You mentioned it already, almost 7 minutes on this drive. They have just killed this clock, the Mustangs, and that seems to be probably their MO for the rest of this one. They're just going to try to melt that clock and matriculate the ball down the field, as Hank Strand would say. And now Ortiz is going to roll to the far side, throws it up, and he's going to throw that one, sail that one out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, yeah. You saw Dylan Sellers right there, hot on his heels. Good pressure right there. Good job by the quarterback throwing it away, but nonetheless, good pressure to force a 3rd and 10 right now.
Yep. 3rd down for the Mustangs. 11-ish. We'll call it.
Yeah.
Scoreboard says 10, but the way that down mark is reading, it's probably closer to 11, but what do we know? We're just calling this.
Took that Iriarte out, put in his Rowan Price here. Looks like he might be coming in either to see if they'll give him the ball, or he is the backup quarterback, so something tricky might be happening right here.
So now,
just a little play action.
Here comes the blitz off the corner.
Oh, wow.
Pick by the Hawks.
What a great turn
coming
of
down
events.
the near sideline. Nobody there. And Levi King is already pointing to the stands. Touchdown, Wall Hawks. Is there laundry?
Clear.
I do not see it.
There's one on the 29.
Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty.
What is that flag for?
Oh, what is it?
The way everybody's running down official-wise, it seems like it's got to be on them, but I don't know. I didn't see anything necessarily behind the play. I mean, I saw one lineman, but defensive lineman for Wall getting in front, but it wasn't behind the back.
I want to see if we can get this on a Postal Annex instant replay. Was that
touchdown?
Personal
Dead
foul.
Ball. Sideline
sideline
warning.
warning.
Okay, so
yep,
that's
that makes sense. After the extra point, I want to know if we could maybe get a Postal Instant replay after the Texas Farm Bureau Tom Green County extra point. And now Klein Smith.
Another big one right
is
there.
Up, and it is good. So 3 for 3 is young Mr. Klein Smith. And there goes the light show.
Now
90-yard. That was what? 90, 85-yard interception return?
I think at 85, just about there on the 15. And once again, great pressure by the defense. Forced that. Here it is. Here's the Postal Instant. Okay, okay. See, I thought they called that, but he did a good job not like blocking behind the back. But oh man,
King was already pointing to the sky at the 40-yard line because there was nobody back there.
That has got to be such a feeling because credit to Sweetwater. That drive was 7.5 minutes long.
It was.
And then all of a sudden it looks like they were going to do something. And then you got Sellers with the pressure to force the throwaway, and then the very next play, pressure again. Forces the errant throw, and you said it in the pregame show. That's kind of been something that's been a crux for
Ortiz. Ortiz has struggled a little bit with that.
5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and then there's 2 already tonight. So now he's at 5 and 6.
So
great job by Wall capitalizing.
Indeed. So the Shirts landscape kickoff now forthcoming. Yeah. So again, the snowball. We talked about Big Mo as well. Momentum just completely shifted on that one bad pass by Ortiz.
And again, in a game like this, punches back and forth. Sweetwater's giving some really good punches right there, and Wall just came back with their own.
And Klein Smith now boosts that one into the end zone. Klein Smith, this young man's got a leg.
He does. It seems like it's getting stronger as the year goes on. He missed. He's 80% for extra points. He missed 2, and I think he missed one last week. But other than that, he's been solid. And once again, like you said, field goal wise, he made a 41-yard.
Made a 2 weeks ago made that 41-yard line. Then last week a 31-yarder. So just getting better every week as the weeks go on. So now with the. Go ahead.
Now we'll see what happens if the snowball happens or not for Sweetwater, if they can regroup after a very good drive offensively.
So an Oasis Crop Insurance first down now for Sweetwater as they start this drive from their own 25-yard line. Ortiz, and now shifting.
Forced there. Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, he literally jumped forward, and they're not calling it.
Got Mason the step. So now, once again, let's see if Sweetwater can keep it from stacking on top of each other.
We mentioned that, and again, you said, going back and watching some of their film, it seems like once something bad happens, it seems to escalate. And up to this point, they have been able to keep it from escalating.
And as you can all see, I mean, it doesn't seem like a team that should be 1-3 at all.
No, not
at
all.
They do have the talent, the ability, even just like that last drive, how impressive that was.
Yeah, it was great, They'll leave us roofing and solar penalty flag on the false start, and now Wall showing pressure. See if they bring it or not, and they back off, and just a simple little tunnel screen / slip screen, and that's going to be a first down out there at the 36-yard line. I'm trying to see who that was.
That was that Jose Quintero there making that play on that one that time.
11-yard pickup. Oasis Crop Insurance first down. Excuse me, falling all over my words here. Words are tough sometimes. So 36-yard line for Sweetwater, their own 36, with a first down and 10 as 4:28 remains here in the third quarter. Wall up 21-0. Wall still has not run an offensive play in this third quarter. Think about that for a minute. They still haven't run a play. Sweetwater milked 7.5 minutes off the clock, then threw a pick 6, and now Sweetwater again with another first down, and here they go again.
Ball just loves playing defense so much.
Yeah, that's what it is. Let's go.
Man, I would love to keep seeing that too. That is another good stick right there. Once again, running the ball there. That's 58 coming up on the pile right there. That's excuse me, Bennett Branch. Stepping up to make the play right there, just taking him back.
That'll bring up a second down and 8. With 4:06 left in the third quarter. I will say this. Wall, that offense has got to be well rested by now because they had 26 minutes at the half of halftime festivities, and now another, 9 minutes of game action, and now Ortiz.
Almost got that. Who's that? That's number 3 right there, Bryson McFadden.
Bryson McFadden, he wanted that one.
Yeah, Ortiz overthrowing Darwin on that one.
McFarland just back there playing safety, playing that deep zone, and he thought he almost had him a gift, but not to be.
That's one of those, from the Sweetwater standpoint, you'd like him just to wait a split second more because it looked like he was about to have Darwin open in the zone there. He was working to an open spot in the zone.
Right. 3rd down and 8 now for Sweetwater as they trail 21-0 here in the 3rd quarter. As we go under 3 or close to 3.5 left.
Well, get into a 3-man
now
front,
here
dropping 8. Good
pressure,
coverage.
and that is going to be incomplete. As who is that on the pressure? I'm trying to see who that was.
I think that was Sellers again, putting him in the ground.
Sellers, and also I'm trying to see here, was that Caden McFarden as well?
I believe
Number 24 had pressure on Ortiz as well, and that'll bring up 4th down and 8.
Yeah, they got into a 3-man front, dropped 8 that time, and had it very well covered. And anytime you can put the quarterback in the ground, keep wearing them out. Do an interception, now you pay for it on the 2nd drive too.
Getting pressure with a 3-man front or a 3-man rush. Think about that. That was good pressure off.
Just off of
3 men run.
Just off of a spread out. So now here we go. Let's see what happens with the offense.
So
the offense
Oliver
scores here.
Yep.
Oh.
And that one's going to be off the side of the foot, and that's going to bounce out of bounds at the Hawk 40. So Kellen Oliver just standing back there going, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, just another little, only a 30-yard punt off the end of off his foot there,
right,
from where he was kicking to there. So again, field position once again now in the 2nd half. First offensive possession starting on the 40.
And quickly to the line of scrimmage comes the Wall Hawk offense as they will start from their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10, 3:34 left here in the 3rd quarter. York.
And here we are. Okay, so only rushing 4 that time.
And
so
just a simple give, simple dive, whatever you. By any other name, it's still a dive play, and that's Neal on the carry.
A lot of different creative ways to get there, but yeah, just straight downhill, get you some good yards.
I've got a story about spread offenses versus old school offenses here in a moment. Me and Coach Slaughter were talking about on the Coaches Show. So now 2nd down and 5, and now just another give to Brady Neal. Neal with getting those tough yards to the 46-yard line. They'll bring up a 3rd down. I was mentioning to Coach Slaughter, I said, we were talking about different offenses. I said, the spread is just the wishbone dressed up in a different way. It's all about getting that receiver or getting that runner in space. The wishbone was getting that runner in space, making the right read. The spread offense, making the right read, getting that receiver in space.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's when you break it down, football's a simple game. It just how does it look?
Yep. And now
miss there.
That was big miss. Oliver, he had Oliver wide open.
And I will say that time, as far as protection is concerned, they still brought 5. I don't think it was 6. I think it was still 5. But the protection was there, and they had a good pocket, and just misfire on that one.
Yep.
He had him open. He had him open there on the out.
York, this is, I think we can safely say, out of the 5 games now that the Wallhawks have played, this is the most pressure Landon York has faced all year long.
Which, in one instance, it's like, man, it's tough, but at the same time too, it's also good to see.
Yeah, if you get that on film.
Before district.
Yeah. And that's a nice punt by Levi King. It's going to be killed inside the 15-yard line of Sweetwater, and they will scrimmage from there. Get a quick read in here. Fans, check out why First Community is the #1 local auto lender with great rates on new, used, or refinanced autos and a variety of payment options. They can help make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart. Apply online at 1cfcu.org or give them a call at 325-653-1465. Rates and terms based on approved credit. So now the Mustangs with an Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down at their own 14-yard line. So a good drive to start off the half. 2nd drive, 3 and out. Now how do they respond, or how they respond here?
And even then, defensively, and there's their first. And then you can see it right there. This first good run of the day right there. That other than the counter down here that got called back for the holding.
Yep.
Which of course doesn't count.
Nope. On the stat sheet, it's just a simple holding. Leave us the roofing and solar penalty. Although I'm quite sure it doesn't say that on the stat sheet. But here we are. All right. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 21-0. Wall leads.
2nd and 1 right here.
The Hawks pretty much staying in the same defense. They've made a few adjustments, looks like, here in this 2nd half. After giving well, actually, that first drive in the second half did turn into a pick six, but prior to that, Sweetwater moving the ball. Now pressure.
Incomplete again. Good pressure right there, getting him down. And right there you had, Caden McFarden, getting him down on the ground again. He's still trying to go to Mason Bluford over there, but and once again, one thing we haven't seen is, they've been running those screens, but other than that, they've taken, 2 shots downfield?
Maybe.
And even on the interception down here, it wasn't necessarily a shot. It was just a good job with pressure, forcing a bad throw.
Yep.
But,
Indeed.
yeah, other than that post right before half, and I think there was one down, that other interception at the beginning of the game there. That's really having an attack.
That's true. So now 3rd down and 1:34 and left here in the 3rd quarter. The snap, simple give, and that's going to be an Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
Simple ISO play. It's just tough to stop, especially on a 1 yard if you don't bring more than 4 or 5.
And that will put the Mustangs 1st and 10 at their own 27 after that Oasis Crop Insurance first down carry that brought up the first down. And so now the Mustangs, they seem to be huddling a little bit more.
Yes.
Getting in that little small, quick huddle.
So they're definitely not in, digging down 3 possessions, definitely not in hurry-up mode yet, which they do have time. We're not in the 4th quarter yet.
Yep. So 1:05 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Staying in 2-back, and they're still running. They're not even, throwing. And you can see down here, Mason Bluford's throwing his hands up in frustration.
He
the ball.
just didn't hardly come off and make any effort on that play. It didn't look like. I don't know.
So 2nd and 2. That time they brought in that number 10, the backup quarterback. He's really listed as the running back there, Rowan Price, to run the ball. I guess give those other 2 guys, need to spell them a little bit. But again, another 2-yard run though. So
absent that first drive here in the 3rd quarter by Sweetwater, they have pretty much been shut down by Wall here in this one. And now just a simple give play.
Shut down again. Great. I mean, the Wall defense has done a very good job fitting and closing down any gaps. Once again, every squirrel nut finds a nut every now and then, right? And that's kind of what's been happening with Sweetwater's offense is with their run game. Is every now and then they'll just pop that little hole, but for the most part, yes, you said it. It's been pretty shut down, and there's the quarter.
That's going to take us in the 3rd quarter. You are watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll see you after the break.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
Welcome back to Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. The Sweetwater Mustangs 3rd and 8. The snap, Ortiz. Here comes the pressure. Wow. Sack. Guess who? Dylan Sellers. Color me surprised. I'm shocked, I say.
And now we got Ortiz limping off the field.
Uh-oh.
Taking some beatings.
Yeah, he's been getting beat up back there a little bit here.
Now, here's the key to Sweetwater right now. You're down 21. They're bringing on the punt team. You've got to get a stop here to give yourself. Because if you can't stop them here, that's going to be tough to make any kind of comeback being down 3 possessions.
At some point, that clock is still undefeated. That clock has never been beaten. So that clock starts running, and now the snap goes over the punter's head, rolls into the Hawks.
Oh, don't just. Whoa.
And the Hawks now covered for a touchdown.
Oh, my
gosh.
gosh.
Who was that got on that?
Oh, my gosh.
Number 5 for Hunter Greenway.
Because who was that? Is
the
that
punter?
I can't tell if that was Hallmark or Levi.
I'm trying to see who it was. Now with the light show, I can't tell for sure.
I think that's number. No. I can't tell. Well, it might be Gavin's. No, I think that was Gavin Sisson.
I don't know if it's on the Postal Annex instant replay if we are able to run that or not.
Now there's a teachable moment for you kids that are watching right there. On a punt, the ball is live. Either kick it out of the back or get on it. Do not just leave it there.
Texas Farm Bureau Tom Green County extra point. The kick is up.
You talk about snowball. Here it is.
And it is good. And the Hawks on just an absolute terrible snap over the head of Hunter Greenway. I believe that's Hunter Greenway back to punt.
Replay. So you can watch it right here. Yeah, it goes over number 5's head. Get on it. Get it out of the back of the end zone. Kick it. Get on it. What is he thinking?
I don't know. He just ran past it. And that was number 10 that fell on it. That was Gavin Sisson.
Okay, it almost looked like
with the recovery. That would
be him or Levi.
The easiest touchdown you'll probably ever score.
And unfortunately, kind of as we said it, when's it going to happen? Is it going to happen for Sweetwater? And here it is. Now there's 4 possessions. Now that's.
You look at that scoreboard and you see 28-0. It's not a 28-0 game. It's just been several mistakes at inopportune times by the Mustangs have led to 14 quick Wall points. And still,
and even then,
how many offensive plays has Wall run in the second half? 3?
Yes, and we're still not on offense.
Yeah, that's my point. 3 or 4 offensive plays maybe in this second half, and that's it.
Yeah, and it's interesting you talk about the scoreboard too, because you saw it in the first half. Two touchdowns. One would have been a touchdown on the catch with that. I know Hagen Barber definitely uncharacteristic for him, and then that. I want to see what that penalty was or where the penalty was called on the punt return, but it could have been much worse. But now you can even see intensity right there on the kickoff return from Wall flying down.
Wall Hawk special teams, they are fired up right now.
You could see it right there. They smelled blood in the water, and Sweetwater wanted no part of that one.
They unpile everybody around the 25-yard line and marks the Mustangs there at the 25, 1st and 10 with an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. So yeah, this game has just turned on 2 big plays here in the second half. The 85-yard pick 6, and then that snap that went over the punter's head, over Greenway's head, and was recovered in the end zone by Wall.
And just completely, unfortunately for, Greenway, that lapse in mental decision, just leaving it there.
Yep. And now Ortiz takes the snap and hands off straight up, just another simple dive play.
And that's that number 10 back in, Rowan Price coming back in to run. So now, once again, how does Sweetwater respond? So moving forward right now, you're down 4 possessions. It's probably going to be tough to come back in this game, but moving forward, looking down the season, how are they going to respond? This is a good response opportunity for them.
Yeah.
You had some 2 crazy things happen in that. Good worst case scenario things. Great, like you just said, great job headed by pick 6. And complete mistake on misfire on special teams.
The misfire and then the mental error at the other end of it.
How do you regroup?
Yep. Oh, and now the Hawk defense is all over that on 2nd down.
Yeah.
No gain on the play.
And again, that was Bennett Branch right there, just getting off the block in a hurry almost immediately. And you can see right there, Sweetwater, those 2 plays, is trying to, again, calm things down, trying to get some runs and good power runs going, which should be a safe play. But again, right there on 2nd down, great play by Branch, just getting through.
Now 3rd down and 5 for Sweetwater, 9:50 as the clock continues to run here in the 4th quarter. This has been one of the weirdest games I think I've ever been a part of as far as calling it on the air and whatnot. This has just been an odd game. Odd.
And, I wonder if we'll see a lot of the and there we go. That's what we're talking about. Again, the very reliable
Darwin
Bluford with the drop there. So we're starting to see a little bit of this now.
Yes.
What's going to happen here on the punt?
So 4th down and 5. And hey, look, the Wall Hawks do have an offense. We haven't seen them in the second half.
What offense are we about to see? Is Landon York actually going to come out here?
Well, you know, Kellen Oliver has had a couple of good punt returns this season, so we'll see.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, and Andrew Gorsuch, I do think they put him out there. I don't think they pull him yet.
Yeah, at least get one drive in the second half, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that time got it off.
And that one's going to roll.
Got a good roll.
Real good roll for the Sweetwater Mustangs. It's going to roll out of bounds. Looks like at the 33-yard line of the Wall Hawks.
And still not inside the 30, too.
Nope.
Speak about that as far as punts are concerned. So, all right, so as we start the second half here, we get the Wall Hawk offense out. Oh, wait, no. We're in the fourth quarter.
We are literally a little over 3 minutes in, or 2.5 minutes into the fourth quarter, and this is just the second time we've seen the Hawk offense.
You are not kidding about it being weird, because you haven't seen. Me either. I haven't seen very many games where you don't see the offense tilt.
Yep.
Whoa, numbers right there.
Goodbye.
Holy smokes.
40, 35, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Wow.
Touchdown.
Wow.
Wall Hawks. Number 11, Evan Bailey, showing off that speed. I know he has, and now the flag down.
Now this Oasis Olivas roofing and solar penalty right here. This is going to be on Sweetwater, because as they were running down, I couldn't tell what number it was, if it was number 1 or somebody, shoved Kellen Oliver in the back down in the ground right in front of the official.
So a 67-yard touchdown pass.
No way they're going to call this on. It's got to be on them. No way they're going to call this on Wall. They shoved Kellen Oliver down.
So wait to see what is the penalty. Oh, what is going on?
No
Hello,
way.
McFly.
Why do they keep walking back? This is on them.
And now the Wall Hawk coaching staff is.
Unless there was another one over there. I saw another flag over there on the 50 maybe.
Okay. Holding. Wall.
Okay.
Yep, there's that one. Personal foul.
That's got to be on Sweetwater. So that's what they're discussing is.
Okay, they offset. So beautiful pass.
Well, offset, so the ball should be back.
Yeah, wait a minute. If those are offsetting, why are they marking? Hold on. No, I'm no official, but wait a minute. Whoa.
Well, if they offset, it should be back at the original line of
if they
scrimmage
offset,
here.
it's back at the original line of scrimmage. Reset, no harm, no foul. This play never happened.
Yeah, which, speaking of the play itself, while they're figuring that. No, it's.
Yeah,
it should be. Yeah, because, I mean, if it's a holding, but then you call it unsportsmanlike. So either way, mark the holding off. Then since it was unsportsmanlike, but even then.
What?
So what? It was clearly unless.
What am I missing? I got to be missing something.
Was there a sportsmanlike on Wall?
I don't know.
What are we doing? This is interesting. What is going on here?
Okay, I'm completely
something's
confused
off
right
because
now.
even there was that unsportsmanlike on Sweetwater. So what is going on here?
Yeah, no, this is crazy. I'm gonna have to look this up later. I don't know what in the world is going on out there.
There was quite a few.
It is what it is. It's first down and first down and Abilene now for the Wall Hawks as they march all the way back inside the 20-yard line. So here we are.
Nonetheless, it was a good play and good block.
Yep,
for
it
the
was.
Touchdown.
Nice little throw, nice little run, and now just a simple give. I believe that's Brady Neal on the carry.
There's number 15 who got around there. Yeah, that's definitely something. There was some other penalty somewhere there.
Yeah, that had to be. We missed something. You and I both missed it on that one.
I clearly saw Kellen Oliver get shoved in the back for their personal foul. I didn't see the holding over there, but unless there was another personal foul there's no way it should be that far back. So.
Had to be. Second down. And, well, when you're up 28-0 and you have 8:44 and the clock is running in the fourth quarter, I guess you really you don't stress it too much, I reckon.
Get some yards back and then get the field position back right here is what you can look for. Or just throw it up to Reed Robertson.
Yeah, there you go. So York straight back, looks downfield.
Or just go to Reed Robertson. I mean, might as well.
As it was called by compadre Jake Ward.
Yeah, so 3rd and 12 here in the middle of the field. I mean, the good thing about that is you're kind of in a manageable, even though it's 3rd and long, you still kind of have the capability of getting a first down.
Yep.
After whatever the crap happened there.
After 2nd down in Abilene, now we've got 3rd down in Makeable 12, I guess. 3rd down in, I guess, more San Angelo. 3rd and Goodfellow Air Force Base, since that's a little closer to San Angelo. 7:52 in the clock running now. Wall, as we have devolved into complete nonsense here in the broadcast booth, and now a false start, and that's going to back them up
Jager
5.
Thompson on that one, unfortunately.
Olivas Roofing and Solar penalty.
Spelling Brady Neal for the play there.
Remember how we said this is an odd game?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, same thing.
Weird.
One thing after another.
It is. It is.
It's not even Friday the 13th.
It isn't. You know? Oh, goodness. We do have Halloween coming up, though. We're getting ready to enter into October, I guess, and hit Halloween. Maybe that's what it is. We're at Halloween early. So 3rd down now and 17. And the snap to York retreats.
Okay, we'll throw the
out route.
Make a guy miss and see if he can't get it.
And he's close, but he's going to actually.
It looks like a 4th and a yard. Not even. It looks like he's marking it at the 43, and it looks like the. Oh, it might be. First down.
Evan Bailey on the catch and run.
They're not even going to measure. They're going to do it.
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Good. All
That's
right.
going to be an Oasis Crop Insurance first down for the All Hawks. Good Lord.
After all that mess with the penalties, I mean, it seemed like, not even measuring that, but hey, might as well give it to them on that if we're going to do all that.
So 2 receivers to each side for York. He's going to drop straight back. Here comes the pressure. There goes the throw. And that's caught by Reed Robertson at the 40 of Sweetwater. Another Oasis Crop Insurance first down. And the Hawks will be inside the Sweetwater 40 as they move to the 39-yard line.
And you know what? Sweetwater's first drive of the second half, that 7-minute long substantial drive, this is Wall's really first. I mean, they had that
3 and
quick
out.
one, but now actually sustained the drive here.
Yep. And now just a simple swing pass to Barbie. Barbie, 30, 25, 20, 1 man to beat, 10, 5, touchdown. Any flags? Any flags?
Check it.
Any flags? I don't see laundry.
I saw this referee's hand down here yell a little bit. I was like, hold on.
So Hagan Barbie with a, what was that, a 37, 38-yard touchdown catch and run. Just a simple little swing pass to Barbie. He turned that corner, gone.
Blocking was fantastic. He had 1-for-1 out there, and all you got to do is just catch and go. And you know what? That's the same play that they scored on down here that all this weird stuff happened. And Sweetwater ran the same stuff. They brought the guy off the edge, and now all you have is 2 guys out there. Great blocks. And like you said, Hagan off to the races.
Alpha Paving touchdown and the Texas Farm Bureau Tom Green County extra point. It is good, and the Hawks all of a sudden now, that is what, their second or third, was that their second offensive drive of the second half?
Second offensive
Just
drive
their
of the
second drive, and they put 21 on the board in the second half off of. So just the snowball. I know we've probably beat the dead horse till it's stinky now, but the snowball effect has really picked up now.
Yeah, and we could say, we mentioned it earlier, hey, this late in the game, 28, what do you really do? But at the same time, you haven't really had a chance to get your offense going in the second half, so might as well stick them out there and run your offense and let them do its thing. And
indeed.
That probably was a nail in the coffin right there.
I think so. Hawks lead now 35-0 as we get ready for the Shirts Landscape kickoff with 6:46 left. That wasn't even a deep shot. That was just a simple swing route to Hagan Barbie. And Barbie, with all that speed, he turned that corner, boom, gone.
And like I said, what I like about that is they just went right back to the play they scored again. Almost in the same spot, too.
Almost in the same spot.
Let's do it to the other side.
Yeah.
Hey, got better results that time.
Yeah, they ran that first one to this side, ran that second one to the other side, and no flags on that one. So Shirts Landscape kickoff now coming from Tyler Klein-Smith. As the Hawk homecoming crowd is still loud and in effect here at Hawk Stadium, and that one's going to come down at the 5. Straight back up the field come the Mustangs, and tackled at the 21-yard line. And that'll be the Mustangs' ball right there with an Oasis Crop Insurance first down. So, folks, stick around. At the conclusion of this one, we'll do a quick post-game recap for you before we shut it down for the night. Maybe try to give you a couple of scores from games around the region. But, you've been watching this production of Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. We'll get a couple of reads in here after this one.
I almost want to start bringing my tall chair up here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's standing up for 2.5, 3 hours. It's kind of getting old.
I think my wife for talking us to get into those. She's listening. I appreciate her. Because those are
Yeah. I always want to give my wife a shout out. I'm not sure if she told me earlier, she said, I'm going to try to stay up, but I'm probably going to go to bed before this one's over. I said, well, this might be a good one. You might want to stay awake. So, Josie, if you're still watching, love you. I'll be home in a little while. We're just bought some land north of San Angelo, so we're in the middle of clearing it to get a home put down on it. So we're trying to get all through that. Now everybody at home's like, we don't care, just call the game. So here we are. 6:05 and the clock running on 2nd down and 9 for the Sweetwater Mustangs.
That was definitely a fun thing to do, especially with a team like Wall right now, as successful as they've been so far.
Yep.
Continue to be.
Yep. One receiver to the far side, to the near side. Just again a simple give up the middle, and breaking tackles and getting another Oasis Crop Insurance first down.
And Sweetwater still, I mean,
that was
credit to them. They're still fighting hard, fighting for hard yards. You can even see number 1 down here, Quintero, trying to be physical out here on the perimeter. But
yep. I think it was that Iriarte on that carry?
No, they brought that. They brought Price back in, number 10.
Okay, Rowan Price. Okay,
yes,
I'm glad you saw that because I did not catch that one. So first down now for the Mustangs.
So that's going to be one thing that's going to be good for Sweetwater going into district, because they got 3 hard runners right there. So as far as if they can get their run game going, they're going to have some success.
Yeah, they are.
Going to see that.
I fully expect to see them in the postseason. I mean, they're a tough team. I mean, they're down 35-0 here, but let's be honest, absent 2, 3, maybe 4 miscues that directly led to points, this game is not 35-0. You know what I mean? It isn't.
Especially their running backs keep getting hit. Iriarte, they're being taken down by a healthy helping of Hawks.
Yeah. So one thing I really love about Sweetwater is just the classic Sweetwater, the Mustang Bowl in Sweetwater. That thing is just your classic bowl football stadium. I love the way that's laid out.
It's crazy. Of all the years I've been coaching to, that's one stadium I've never been to.
Really?
I've been in Sweetwater, been kind of by it, but never been in that stadium actually.
Ortiz now waiting the snap, and now he just simply turns and gives it. Again, I believe, was that
that time I think that was Avila, number 26.
Yep.
So
Avila.
right now you can see it. It's almost like they're trying to get this, get to the game. Let's just run it, and let's just get out healthy and get out of it.
I've called a couple of playoff games there. One was a Wall Hawk game, and then one of the other ones we did in the postseason. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, it's really a nice little setup they have there in Sweetwater. Just a classic bowl dugout stadium that just, I mean, you just can't get that in this day and age. You want the fancy stadiums, and anyway, back to the game. 3rd and 5, 3:40 in the 4th quarter remaining. Ortiz gets the snap. Once again, just a simple give play.
Yeah, and you mentioned that. So now we're back to 4th down and 2. So let's see what they do. They'll probably just go ahead and just go for it here, it looks like. Might as well. But yeah, you mentioned that stadiums, and that is a lot of those stadiums that have the character, and I talk about bowl. Even one of our playoff games we played when I was younger was in the Snake Pit there in Navasota.
Oh, okay.
And their new one, or out by their high school, same thing, just another little cookie cutter stadium.
Yeah.
But the Snake Pit kind of bowled on one side going down the side of a hill. But it's.
I will tell you though, speaking from old school, new school, I like the light show. I do love that light show. I can't lie, I love it.
Yeah.
So now 4th down and 2 for the Sweetwater Mustangs.
All right, they're gonna go ahead and take a timeout.
Actually, I guess so. I thought maybe 2-minute warning, but nope. Timeout with 2:49. We're gonna take a break. You're watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
In Texas, driving trucks is woven into the fabric of our culture. At Mitchell Toyota, we know it as truck country, plain and simple. Built right here in Texas, Tundra is the truck for you. Get this new 2025 Tundra with 1.75% APR for 72 months or save $7,000. This Tacoma is only $39,485 or 3.99% APR for 60 months. Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
To Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union. like I said, at the end of this one, we'll do the post-game show, give you a couple of scores from around the area, and then shut her down for the night. So now 4th down and 2, and punt forthcoming. The Mustangs now. Just another short punt out of bounds, marked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And Landon York coming back out on the field for Wall.
So I would imagine
just simple give, just simple dive, simple inside zone out. So
let's close the game and get out of it. But
this is those times when you maybe you kind of wish you were back in the flex bone. Just a simple couple of gives and melt that clock and get out of here.
It looks like they've even rotated some guys in over there on the interior on the defense.
So now 3 to the near side. York now just another simple swing pass.
Brady Neal something.
Brady Neal 50.
Whoa, Peyton Barbie with the block.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And that's
pancake the dog. Marcus Diaz there. And Marcus Diaz has had a pretty good game too as far as tackling and getting in the plays. Barbie took him behind the woodshed, as it were. So I would imagine here we're 20 seconds. I would think we're going to go down to the 2-minute stoppage here.
Oasis Crop Insurance 1st down, and that is going to take us with 2:15 left on the game clock and 20 left on the shot clock, play clock, whatever. And now the Hawks lining up. And now the snap, and now just a simple give again.
Now that will for sure
that
stop
is
the
going
clock.
to take us as Brady Neal picks up a couple of yards. Actually, that's Jagger Thompson. Please forgive me, Thompson family. Anyway,
snuck in there on
he
us.
did. So that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 1:56 left. We'll take a break. You're watching Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, presented by First Community Federal Credit Union.
In Texas, driving trucks is woven into the fabric of our culture. At Mitchell Toyota, we know it as truck country, plain and simple. Built right here in Texas, Tundra is the truck for you. Get this new 2025 Tundra with 1.75% APR for 72 months or save $7,000. This Tacoma is only $39,485 or 3.99% APR for 60 months. Toyota, where we put the deal back in dealership.
Friendship
and welcome back to Wall Hawk Football on Concho Sports Network, brought to you by First Community Federal Credit Union. And now just a absolute obliteration of, I'm trying to see who I think that was.
Who's that running? I think that was Kyler O'Neal.
Yeah,
running
Kyler O'Neal, yeah.
He took the brunt of Lujan on that one on the counter coming on block.
3 yards of loss on that play. So, Kyler.
So I can see Lujan being a problem in district once they get there.
Yes, he can. Yes, he will be. And so now right back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 13 now with 1:24 and the clock just ticking down. And now whistle sounds, and it looks like there's going to be a timeout called by Wall. So you got the scores up there. You want to give us a few scores there, Jake? What you got?
Let's pull up some around. I got the 50-mile radius going on here. You got Great Creek beat Tahoka 41-0.
That's unbelievable. That's crazy.
Yeah. The Merkle Badgers, district opponent, shows that they're up 44-6 at the start of the 4th against TLCA. So either way, they're winning. Lakeview Chiefs trying to make a comeback here, but they're down 39-26 right now.
Wow.
To level in there over at San Angelo Stadium. It shows there's 7:40 left in that game. So 2-possession game. You got a shot here. You got Ozona and Miles over there in Miles. Ozona winning 56-14.
And back to live action here as Wall, facing a 3rd and 12, puts trips to the near side, and now Reed Robertson in motion back across the formation. York drops back, looking, fires across the middle, intended for Evan Bailey, and that's going to be incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down, and the Hawks with 1:14 left in the game will punt it away.
That's one of those things. They can pick up that first down right there. That would have been able. They would have been able to kill the game. But, so some ask, hey, why do you throw right there? Well, could have kept the clock running, but then again, too, you pick up the first down, you kill the game. So either way.
Yep. So Levi King has had a good night kicking the ball. The few times he has punted, and now he just
another decent one
down to the 10-yard line.
Get him down.
Fielded there. And
Holding, that's coming back again, too.
Yep.
Another Levis Roofing and Solar penalty right there.
So that would come flying all the way from downfield.
Right through the field division if you didn't see that at all.
Whoa, what's that yellow? Oh, it's a flag.
That's probably the clearest flag we've seen all night. You actually see it.
You're 100% accurate on that one. So now a Levis Roofing and Solar penalty flag.
So
holding. Oh, nope, blocking the back.
Okay.
On Sweetwater, and that will mark it back. See where they mark it to.
And once again, that's what's going to be interesting to see. Go back and see what exactly all was called on that touchdown play, because, man, they did. Let's talk about blocking the back. They ran Collar over in the back on that one. So it's like, okay, well, that was clear, but then what else? So was it another sideline penalty?
Yeah,
well, who knows?
You know what? That could very well be it. I don't know. That could be it, though. Anyway. So now 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as we close this one out with just a minute 2 left, and the Hawks leading 35-0.
Back in there too, so they might, unless they want to take a shot deep, let's see if they just can try to run.
Has Sweetwater been inside the Angelo MRI red zone at all tonight?
We called it once down here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They did.
Yeah, they were. They were.
Because they got that 4th down that got them to like 19, and
the pick 6. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
That's been the only time this happened. Once again,
one time inside the red zone.
So it looks like they're resigned to just run this clock out, which another goose egg on the board right there for Wall.
Yep.
Against a talented offense.
Very talented. This is
1-4, but
this is not a 1-4 team by any stretch of the imagination. I don't care what anybody says. This team has got heart, it's got fight and talent, and they're going to win games in district.
Yes.
Potentially even win their district. So we'll see how that plays out as the season goes on.
And that is what's so crazy about it too, is as weird of a game as we've had.
Yep.
And the score, 35-0 does not.
It doesn't accurately reflect how the game's gone.
And that is. Oh, what? Okay, so 1st down. There we go. So we got one more.
Oasis crop insurance. Crop insurance. 1st down. I get one more. Yes. Yes.
And there we go. And that's going to take it to.
That's going to take us to the end of the game. So let's talk a little bit about how this one went. As the Wall Hawks close this one out, win 35-0. There's the light show that I like so much. I love that thing. That's so cool. But so give me your initial thoughts as we finish this one.
Well, I'll tell you what, after being on the road for 3 weeks, come back, even with homecoming going on, with all the things going on this week, this is a good game for Wall, and all the different things that happened and all the different adversities, and having to, trade blows back and forth and having to overcome some things, and seeing a team like we said, Sweetwater, that's not a 1-4 team by any means, as y'all can see at home. So, some things, of course, that were kind of sloppy that you wish would be better, but overall kind of weathering the storm and staying kind of solid through all the craziness that was happening. Even as long as the defense has been on the field, they were still playing hard as they could. Not necessarily hard as they could, but they were still strong, even that being on the field that whole 3rd quarter.
Yep. So my take on the whole thing is, again, defense stellar. Again, absent that first drive of the 2nd half Sweetwater had, just a stellar defensive performance, and even that drive ended up in a pick 6.
Yeah, and they still found a way to kill that drive.
Yes.
Put it into it.
Yes. So I very impressed with the offense.
Yeah.
There's still some meat on that bone left for this offense.
Yeah. And gosh, what do we see? 2, 3 scores get called back tonight, on some penalties and stuff, and some things, that
you don't want to blame penalties or whatnot, but still.
Yeah. And then you still see that very easily this thing could have been in the 50s.
Oh, yeah,
which is a good feeling to have, too.
Yeah.
that you still put up 35 even with all that.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. You didn't, even when things went wrong, even when things maybe didn't get called or got called that shouldn't, whatever it may be, you still came out and pitched a shutout.
Yes. And oh gosh, that's always a great feeling.
Yep.
I mean,
and I really want to go back. I want to go back and I want to look at the stats. I want to go back because we didn't have stats tonight up here, but I want to go back and see what the official stat line is because just an odd game.
Yeah, time of possession has got to be skewed so much to Sweetwater, especially in that second half. And then it's, go figure. But hey, I mean, once again, even with as crazy a game as this was, you still win 35-0.
Yep.
On homecoming.
So next week, the Hawks will travel to Idalou for their final non-district game of the season. So we'll be bringing that one to you live as well. So don't forget to tune in for that. If you're not able to travel to Idalou, what you got?
Well, Idalou, let me pull it back up. They were beating Shallow Water earlier. And, well, shoot. I'm off a week here. Pardon me. Bear with me just 1 second here. I'm off a week. I'm getting there. Okay, here we go. Is that actually going to get it? Okay, yeah, they're actually beating Shallow Water pretty good, 45-20. All
right.
With 5 minutes left, so it's going to be another good one. That Idalou team lost 20-44 or 22-44 at the first game of the year, but as we all know, first games of the year, sometimes you have a lot of things happening. So.
Yep. Well, that's going to do it from Wallhawk Stadium tonight. Remember, next week on the road at Idalou, we will be bringing you the broadcast. If you can't travel, please tune in, watch us. We love to have you. Take care. God bless. Have a great evening. We'll see you next time.